it's like preparing. I'm like, what are you preparing? Like, this is the first time like that's
You're always
ever
preparing.
happened.
Just go.
Just
Sir, shouldn't you sit down?
Like, come on.
What's with the preparing? You're always preparing.
Stuart, sit down.
Just go. Sir, shouldn't you sit down? Yogurt. I hate yogurt. Even with strawberries.
You're always eating. I'm hungry. You're always hungry.
You never let me eat. You're always eating.
That's it. Yeah.
He's getting away.
But dude, like
the way he taps him. I don't want to upset you more, but he's getting away.
oh, you're
Kevin
gonna be very happy.
Oh, he's good.
But I gotta say, man, like every now and then, like a new insult comes out, and like the new one right now is, you know, whatever time of day it is, it's like day ruined at 1:23 p.m. because of the video, and it's like you see it like throughout the comments, like day ruined at 8:27 p.m. I just think that's funny.
People are chronicling their victimism.
Well, because it's like you never know.
I'm a victim at 9:22.
But it's like because sometimes you don't understand why your algorithm brought you to a certain place. It's like, I'm not into this shit. Is it like to see if I am into this shit? And it's like, now that I watched it, just to see what it is this all you're going to give me now? I don't want to see this shit. The whole thing about like the algorithm when it comes to YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and all that stuff, it's like, I don't know if they just like throw shit at you and see like, hey, let's see what you think about this.
They definitely do because they want to see if it's engaging to you.
Right, but it's like, it's engaging to the point to watch the video to be like, okay, I don't want to see this ever again. Because when I first signed on for TikTok, all I was getting was country music. And
Dude,
I'm like,
you were lost in the Linkin Park rabbit hole.
I was. And
the funny, I kept telling you because you hated it, but I'm like, you keep watching them though and commenting. Stop doing that. Right.
But that's the thing, though. It's like I'm sitting there talking shit about it. I'm like, yeah, I know,
but it doesn't matter. I told you, it's engagement.
Like, oh, he hates it. He must love it.
It's engaged. Okay, so not to cut you off, but to add to this point, that person you sent to me earlier, the one that does this horrific covers, but I couldn't even tell what they were covering.
Yeah.
If you read the comments, there are a fair amount of people that are going like, "What the fuck is this?" You know.
Oh yeah.
And all she does is thank you for the. She said thank you for the engagement in one, and that's when I realized, man, this bitch is straight up like she created a character knowing how incendiary it's going to be because how awful it is, but she knows that because she's a female, she's going to get a ton of people that is going to go, oh, that's amazing, you're so talented. Yeah. And I looked at some of those profiles, and a lot of them are music and like influencer profiles, so they're probably just going, oh, I got to look good and just. Here we go. I'm following this person, so let me say that they're awesome. And
right, so they could come to my page and say the same thing.
Exactly. Yeah. I scratch your pussy, you scratch mine, And together our balls combine.
Yeah, I mean, but, well, see, like, that's the thing, too, because it says that if you engage with the people who comment on your videos, you get more views,
but, exactly. But when she said, and when all she responds to everything, because obviously she's a little fledgling, just starting out with her horrific content and just ready to pollute the world and end everybody's day at 9:22 or whatever time frame that they are at that moment when they first have the misfortune of fucking stumbling upon. But she knows exactly what she's doing. And I'm not saying she's brilliant, but I'm saying like, oh, what a sneaky little bitch, because she's like, she knows she sucks, but she's put out there and she's just going to kill everyone with kindness, going, thank you for because she's winning. She's getting engagement.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah. Thanks for rewinding.
Thanks for watching. But yeah, that is my new favorite one because there's always something new coming out. Like people still use that. Tell me you're a blah 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 without telling me you're a blah blah blah.
It's not going anywhere, dude. Like
right.
That's here to stay.
Exactly. Yeah, and I hate that one because like somebody said some shit like that to me once, and I'm like, tell me you don't have your own response without telling me you don't have your own response.
What I just did.
Yeah, but that, day ruined at 9:23 a.m. Like I find that one funny. I mean, people are still using "nice try, Diddy."
Oh, that dude. When people use that, it'll be 99% of the comments.
Yes. Yeah.
Like it's never just one person saying it. Whenever it's done, it's literally hyper spammed. Like it's just
yes.
It's always nice try, Diddy. Nice try, Diddy. Nice try. It's like it's self-replicating.
Oh yeah, it's graduated to nice try, super Diddy now. I don't know if
I haven't seen that. I got lost in
nice
Diddy.
Try, super Diddy. Yeah, somebody tried to like add nice try, super mega Diddy, and I'm like, ugh. Nice try, bro.
Overachiever.
It's like, nice try, under Diddy, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Nice try, Diddy. What a Diddy.
Yeah, what a dummy.
What an idiot. What a loser.
Nice try, you big dummy.
It's day ruined at
9
8:42 PM.
8:42 PM, which is the time it is at this moment
At
right
right
now
now,
in
as
New
we're
York,
recording
the
on a
East Coast,
Sunday.
Eastern Standard Time.
That's right.
Remember we used to watch shows and like, they would tell you, like, the time it's gonna be on, it's like 9 AM Eastern, 8 AM Pacific. I'm like, "The fuck does that mean?"
Yeah.
Like, where are these people? Like, you don't
Dude, the
realize,
worst
like,
is with games because they do everything like, at 12 o'clock GMT, whatever is like the general, and that's not even here. That's I don't know. It's the like, so then you have to look up like what fucking time is that?
Yeah, dude.
Like
I
what does that relate to here?
Yeah, well, dude, I hate getting emails from other parts of the country or other countries when it's like, I get an email, okay, let's say it's right now. Let's say I get an email right now, 8:43 PM, and I'll look at it and it says, uh, email sent 11:23 AM. I'm like, "Where?"
Yeah.
Like, where the hell are you sending that from that it's 11:23 AM?
That's what I always said with as a kid growing up. I always said it. I found what I always found so weird. Let me put it that more accurately. I always found it so weird that we celebrated New Year's Eve at midnight because I'm like, it's already midnight elsewhere.
It's the future.
Like you're constantly hitting,
So somewhere
like
else.
everybody follows the ball dropping in New York, but it's already been midnight, like elsewhere.
Right, yeah, I know. It's
Yet,
like it's like
yet
3
why do
AM.
we
It's
get
like,
the
"Oh,
final say?
it's 3 AM. The
No,
ball's about
it's
to
not
drop in
until
New
the
York
apple
City."
drops.
Exactly.
Like
It's like,
the apple drops is when it's such a like an old school authoritarian thing. No, it's only midnight when we
yeah.
say it is.
I know, and it's funny because, like, even when you watch that New Year's Eve, it's like, you see everywhere else in the world that it's already celebrating. You know,
Dude, and
everywhere
they're
else, it's like,
but there's people, like, on the West Coast, they wait, like, they celebrate when it's, midnight in the New York end, as opposed to
yeah,
waiting for when it's theirs. And I'm like,
that
"What the fuck?
that's like,
Why?"
yeah, that's like opening your Christmas gifts on Christmas Eve, like, before midnight,
Or at
you know?
least one, right? You always gotta open
Yeah,
one. I need
right,
to open one.
it always starts with one, and then it's like,
I
"Screw
see,
it, just
but
hand
I'm
them
not
out,
like that.
everybody
I
open
don't
it."
wanna open I'll wait. I always wanted to wait.
Well, we always that was always our thing, though, on Christmas. We would always do the midnight Christmas Eve thing. I don't know why, I don't know who started that. But then it would be like, "Alright, it's 10 PM, everybody's tired, let's just open them." And I remember there were very few Christmases where I just opened them the next day. It's so much different when you open them on actual Christmas if you're used to opening them, midnight Christmas Eve.
I was always used to morning, like, you wake up
Yeah,
and
no,
you
I
just
mean,
open them,
dude,
and I was
I
fine with
like
that.
that. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
like that. Like, I liked it too, and it wasn't even until I was an adult that we actually tried that. Not that we tried it, it's just like, I was tired, I'm like, "Look, I'm not opening my gifts tonight, I'll open them in the morning." And it's such a different feeling when you do that. I mean, there were times when we were younger that, like, obviously, we would open our gifts at midnight, but then in the morning, there were the gifts that Santa left us.
Mhm.
So, like, that was always cool.
Yeah, Santa. Wink, wink.
Don't do that, okay? Don't do that
Eh,
to me.
not
Don't
too much.
don't ruin my childhood.
Day ruined at 8:46.
Childhood
Childhood
ruined.
ruined. You're welcome.
See,
I'm glad I
see,
could ruin your childhood.
I remember in 1987 when Santa left us tickets to see the Christmas Spectacular at Radio City Music Hall, and that was awesome.
You wanna make
Yeah,
sure you showed up.
exactly. I don't know how he made those tickets,
Elves,
but he
man.
gave them to us. Yeah, they put it on our tree, and it was fun. It was
You
cool.
spit that shit out, man. The elves, they're
You ever go to that? You
very
ever go to the
proactive.
Christmas Spectacular at Radio City Music Hall?
I don't even know, I mean, that sounds familiar, of course. I know I've seen the Rockettes. I don't know if that is
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
show where you're from. So
Well,
if
I
that
know that
is I've
well,
seen
the
the Rockettes
Rockettes were at
once.
that. Yeah, the Rockettes were at that Christmas Spectacular, and they were
I don't know if
awesome. They
that's
were
one and the
cool.
same, you know what I mean, or if that's a different thing, but I have
I
seen that.
Well, the Rockettes are the Rockettes. I mean, they do numerous things, but, like, they were part of that Christmas Spectacular. I mean, if you remember a Christmas show attached to it, then yeah, that's where you were.
I mean, because well, as a kid, dude, we both grew up in New York, and we're
Yeah.
still currently in New York, and the thing is when
Yes.
growing up, what do? You wanna go to Radio City Music Hall. You wanna go to Radio City you wanna go around Rockefeller Center. It's always that preeminent celebration of Christmas. Not our choice. I mean, this is what was superimposed upon us as a kid. Like, "Oh,
Yeah.
we gotta go there. We gotta see the tree. Gotta go see the Rockettes," and I'm like, "Okay, whatever."
Yeah, and I remember the first time, like, my friends and I got permission to actually go to New York City on our own on the subway, on the 7 train, from Flushing Main Street to Times Square.
Dude, wasn't that the craziest the first trip, into the city? Like, "Oh my god, we're on a train.
Yeah.
This is weird."
Yeah, and it's not like we did anything, we didn't do anything
Yeah.
spectacular, we just we went to see the
No,
tree
but
at
it was such a I don't know, like, when you're young, it's like just traveling into the city, the thought of it is like, "This is we gotta go to the city."
yeah.
Like,
And dude
it's such a, we gotta actually get on a subway.
yeah, dude, and there was a point in my life where I actually didn't mind doing that, because you and I used to go to the city all the time, we used to go to the Village, we used to take the
Hey,
train,
man. Dude, I
go to
had
the
band
music
practice out
stores.
there,
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, we went all the time, and then even, in adulthood, I worked in the city, so I literally spent half my fucking day on buses and trains. It was
Yeah, I
insane.
mean, I haven't taken a subway in years, and I
You're
avoid
not
it.
missing much.
Yeah, no, dude, trust me, I know. No, apparently I'm missing a lot, and I see it all on TikTok and Instagram, like some of the crazy shit that happens on the subway, and you know what? I'd rather
That's
watch it
all
from
for
my
clicks,
phone screen.
bro. All for
I
clicks.
I would rather watch it from my phone screen than
So
in
would
the
I, man.
actual subway.
Dude, you
You know
know
what I
that
mean?
you're not missing that smell. Horrible, dude. I remember I'll never forget the one night I was on with a friend of mine, and there was one dude. We're waiting for a train, so when we're waiting and the train's closing in, and you're looking at the as it's passing, as it's coming into the station, you're seeing all the cars, and we see one that's, like, empty, so we're, like, walking over to it, and the doors open, right? They slide open, and you just see this one dude laying on, like, one of the benches, like, flat out, and as soon as the doors open, this fucking smell from hell just wafts into you. Like, it's like the heat in there. Like, you ever go into I don't know if you're taking a subway often, but when you're doing, like, the daily travels, like, there's the unfortunate nature of, like, going into one of the cars that has no AC on,
Yeah.
and when you go in there, it's clear, so you get excited going, "Oh, this is an empty cart," but then when you look, you have to be proactive. You have to look at who's sitting in there. So when you have an empty car and you see mostly old people, that's when you know it's fucking hot as fuck in there because they're the only ones that can handle that shit. Like, they don't mind it. Like like, when you walk in, you'll just hit that wall of sweat, and it's like that vapor. So, in that same regard, like, the smell, like, I remember the smell, and I joked with her, I was like, "Holy shit, that dude's fucking dead, isn't he? And he's stinking up this car." Turns out, there was a dead dude in that train, and that had to have been him.
Oh, dude, I mean, I remember once, going to a concert, and there was a dude sleeping on one of the benches on one of the seats, and a cop came into the car, and he starts, like, patting him. He's like, "Hey, you alright?" He's, like, shaking him and, like, patting him. I'm like, I'm looking at this cop, like,
Does
"What
he
the hell
look
is he
alright?
doing?" And, the guy gets up, he's like, "Oh," he's like, "Alright, just making sure you're alright." And then, like, the guy got off on the next stop, and he noticed that we were looking at him. He's like, "Look, sometimes we gotta do that because, it wouldn't be the first time that we've done that and the person was dead." I'm like,
And it won't be
"Okay,
the
officer,
last.
thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you, officer." But dude, I gotta tell you, man, one of the worst experiences that I had on the subway, and it didn't even have to do with, like, any interaction with anybody. It was after band practice because at the time I was living in Brooklyn, and we were practicing in Whitestone in Queens. We had our own rental space there, and the guys wanted to go out afterwards, so I'm like, "All right, whatever," and it's like, "Okay, it's, 3 in the morning, let's drop you off at the train station now so you could get to Brooklyn." And I'm like, "All right, no problem." I get on the 7, and I had to get off at, Queensboro Plaza, I believe it was, to get on the N to get to Brooklyn, you know? I think it was the N. Again, it's been so long. At this point, this is, like, 20 years ago. So I had to get off at Queensboro Plaza, but it was so late. I was so tired, traveling from Brooklyn to Queens all the time on the subway and stuff, plus, after a day of work. So,
It's
I'm on the
exhausting just to
train.
travel.
Yeah, exactly. So, I had
Mentally.
my
Mhm.
I had my Discman with me. I'm listening to music. Might have been I think it was Typo Negative at the time, and
Nice.
yeah, and it was either Typo Negative or Alice in Chains because those were the 2 bands I listened to the most when I was living in Brooklyn.
Not to
So,
go off on this, but just out of curiosity, if you were listening to Alice in Chains, what were you listening to? What's your go-to with
honestly
Alice in Chains?
oh, well, that at that point, it was that
Yeah.
greatest hits album they came out with
Mm,
that
yeah.
had,
Yeah,
it
the 2
had,
bonus
like,
tracks?
the 2 bonus tracks, Get
Yeah.
Born Again, and I can't remember the other one, but yeah.
Was it the, I'm thinking of the music well, they had the big music bag thing, and that was there was 2 really new release songs in that, and that was Fear the Voices, which was one and I love that one.
Well, that had but it also had, Got Me Wrong, live version. I think it was either yeah, I think it was an acoustic version, all acoustic, and, you know, awesome, and I love that album, I listened to that one a lot, and, I think it's funny because like, I think that's the year it came out, like, I think this year is, like, the 20th anniversary of that album, but
What a serendipitous moment
right? What a
on
coincidence
episode 20.
on episode 20. So
Cheap plug.
yeah, right? So, anyway,
Yeah, so going on, yeah.
I'm on the train, so I gotta get off at Queensboro Plaza, I fall asleep, and when I wake
You
up
wake up, you're in
no, listen,
Jersey.
I wake up, and I'm at Queensboro Plaza, and the train is moving slowly, I'm like, "Oh, perfect," you
Yeah.
know?
What
So
timing?
I get up, walk to the door, the train wasn't slowing down, it was speeding up, I just missed my stop.
Oh, no.
So, of course, I'm like, "Alright, this is what I'll do, I'll
No
get
big
off at the
deal.
next stop," I think it was
Yeah.
Jackson Avenue, I
Turn to the
get
other side,
off
get back to the
exactly. Dude, I get out of the train, the station's locked, couldn't get out, and I wasn't the only one who got off at that stop, like, we could not get out, I'm like, "Oh my
the
god, like, what
station
do
was
we do?"
locked?
Yeah, like, nobody could get out. Nobody goes out, and nobody gets in,
So you
but
literally had to go back on the train, you had to wait for another one to go back to go to another station just so you can transfer over?
well, what I did was, I called up one of my buddies, I'm like, "Dude, I don't know what to do." He's like, "Try calling 311," which luckily in that station, I actually had cell phone service. You know what it was like in 2006 with your little T-Mobile flip phone that, you can't get service
Oh, it's
anywhere
bullshit.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
you
I
walk
called up
under the
311.
doorway and you fucking lose service.
Exactly. So I called 311 and they said, "Okay, we're gonna send a police officer there or whatever." I'm like, "Okay, cool." But before the officer came,
What are
the
they gonna
next
do?
train stops,
"Yep,
and
you're locked in."
there were transit workers on that train, and the guy's like I'm like, "Dude, I'm stuck here." He's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll let you out." Lets me out and then lets me in on the other side, no problem, and, then I see the officer on the other side, came within minutes, I was like, "Oh, hey," that was us. So, that was that whole ordeal, and it took me, I think, 2 hours to get home that night because of all of that stuff, because at the very end of the night, the train that was running wasn't the one that stopped closest to my apartment, which was, like, a block away from my apartment. I had
Yeah.
to get off, 5 blocks away, 5 long Brooklyn blocks away. It was, the worst. I mean, listen, I was a believe it or not, I was a superintendent. So it's like I worked in the building, and it's like, okay, it's like I'm gonna sit in my apartment until I need to go out and do something. Just kinda was able to sort of rest, but not really,
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
always a nightmare situation. Do you remember, like, going back when we were, like God, was it Castle Heights when we saw a show and we waited, like, 8 hours? we
Yeah,
waited
I'll
we
never
went through,
forget
like,
that.
all the all the aspects of, like, delusion
Yeah,
and
yep.
and, uh, and I just remember going, like and, in looking back now, especially considering how much I walk on a and
Oh, yeah, dude.
we coulda just easily walked home, but, like, back then, it felt like we were, like, in Abu Dhabi, like, it's like, being where we were, I had no idea, like, it was, like, 2
Yeah,
miles, like, from the house.
yeah, exactly,
We're an
dude, and
eternity away. It's
yeah, dude, and because I think about that sometimes too, because at work, I would do a lot
Yeah,
of
but
walking
you've
and stuff.
cumulatively walked a lot at work.
Yeah, exactly, so it's like, I often think about that, and I'm like, "I totally could have done that walk back then."
Dude, we took like, that's the thing, though, like, it's like, the thought never even occurred to me because we felt like where we were because we had no frame of reference because we were still young adults, like, it's like the
Right.
thought of walking home, like, we took a bus, we're 18,000 miles away, like, that's what
Exactly,
it felt
dude.
like, that's why, like,
Yeah.
we waited, we could have been home, like, 5 hours earlier, like, if we just would've walked, but I didn't even think of it because I thought we were so far away, I didn't realize we could just walk down Northern,
Yeah, exactly, and
but
it was
yeah,
so funny, yeah. It's funny thinking about that because, I remember being on the
dude, we
actually, when
waited
the bus
forever, man,
I
like,
remember when the bus finally came, I'm like, "Dude, I'm so tired that
yeah,
if this bus drives off off the edge of
yeah,
this ramp now,
I'm
I'll be
ready,
asleep before it hits the
yeah.
fucking ground." I'll be
Dude, I
done.
remember laughing. I went hysterical, I guess.
Oh, yeah, me too, man. I'll never forget that, man. We were just looking at each other and just, like, we would just start laughing for nothing. It's like,
I
"Oh my
know.
god, I can't believe we're still here."
I can't for anybody watching, like, we were, like it was, like, late at night after a show, and we missed like, there was no buses coming, and there was no bus scheduled for hours, and it was just, like, we're just standing there waiting, and and it was literally, I think, till, like, morning was coming. I think, like, the sun was coming up, was it not, when the bus finally came?
Yeah, and again, this was before, cell phone, so it's like, the idea to call a
Yeah.
cab, it was like I mean, there
Oh,
were
before phone
payphones around,
like, you had,
but
like all the
you
bus
had to
stops had
find
the
one.
little times on the like, the
Yeah.
and you had to rely on that. Like, it was like, "Okay," and then you look, and there was literally no time. Like, it was literally, like, it was, like, 2 PM, 2 AM, the last one, and then it was, like, nothing for, like, hours.
Right, and it's like, you couldn't just use your phone because we didn't have cell phones back then, you know?
Nor
It
did you have
wasn't as
service of that
common.
variety. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't as common, not everybody had a cell phone at that point, only, busy people had
But
them, and
once
it's like
again,
we
even
couldn't just
phones at that
call.
time, we didn't have what we have now.
Oh,
You couldn't
yeah,
just Google
but
something. That just
right,
it
and
wasn't there.
yeah, and I don't even think there was it was like, if we would have taken the time to look for a payphone, we probably would have just ended up at home anyway, because there wasn't one around, and it's like, I don't even think we had money if we wanted to take a cab either.
Especially for us, man, like, in New York and being in the outskirts of New York and Queens, like, I could tell you, like, payphones, like, public payphones were always trashed, like, they were always
Yeah,
destroyed,
yeah.
like, graffitied on, like, and homeless people always come and stuck their fingers in, getting hoping for change, and it was always, like, hanging off like, the phone would be broken, like, it's I don't know what the fuck, like, you can't just make a call? Just make a call. You're
Yeah.
trying to shove it up your ass? I don't know what else do you want from this phone? Like,
And it's crazy that, like, they don't exist anymore, they basically
there's
don't
a
exist.
handful you every once in a while, you'll
Yeah,
see, like, a frame of one, but it's there for, like, just aesthetics.
yeah. When I went to Nashville, which I think at this point was, like, 10 years ago, there was one, like, on display, like, on the street. I even took a picture with
"Remember
it.
these?"
Yeah.
Dude, Nashville must've been wild. How did you I know I asked you already, but, like, you didn't get to travel too much to Nashville, right?
No, I mean, we
Like,
basically just stayed in the
exploring, like,
city.
just yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, the most that we did was, like, we went to visit my buddy's aunt who lived, like, in the country portion of it, like, not actually in Nashville, but in Tennessee. I can't remember the name of the
I mean,
town,
a lot of
but,
Tennessee
like,
is rural.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, we went to her to visit his aunt and his uncle and, his cousins, whatever, and it's like, outside their house is just water, like, they're kinda high up, and there's like a long staircase down to the water where they have their boat, and you use the boat to, like, go around, like, the area, and it was like, at the end of it, there was, like, this little bar that you do that with, like, you you just pull up to this, like, bar, this, like, little eatery, dock your boat, and then go eat, have a couple of drinks,
Have a couple
and
beers.
I actually tried water skiing and almost died twice.
So, not a fan,
No,
I
not
take it.
really. Well, I mean, listen, I didn't almost die, but, like, I almost lost my left leg twice because the
What, hitting
second the
something
water.
or getting
No, because
snagged underwater?
I just couldn't I couldn't balance myself right. I couldn't hold my legs, to be able to just glide on the water. Because as soon as the boat started moving, my legs just split. Like, I did a split, and my legs are not supposed to move that way.
You french fried when you should have pizzaed. You're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, and, like, dude, it was such a horrible pain, like, I still feel like I don't walk right since then.
You
But
you got
the
permanent
dumbest
saddle
shit
sore?
yeah, the dumbest shit about that was I tried it again, and the same thing happened.
You gotta try it at least 3 times.
Well, I didn't try a third time. When I realized that, like, I might lose my leg the third time, I'm like, "I'm not doing this again. Fuck that."
I never did water skiing, but I've done, like, the others. Like, in other words, like, on a tube, on a board,
Waterboarding?
boarding. Not the boarding waterboarding, not that kind of waterboarding,
I
but
know.
it's like a surfboard type of thing. Not the one you kneel on, where you strap your legs on it.
There was also this other one that they had that you sit on. It's like a seat and a bar attached to, like, one long ski, basically.
Yeah.
That looked like fun, but I felt like I would've done worse with that than I did with the water skis. They
I
say
never, like,
once you because they tell you, it's like, if you feel like you're gonna fall, just let go.
yeah. No,
Worst
yeah,
thing to
it's
do
'cause
is
you're your
hold
best
on.
thing. You just
Yeah,
float, and then they'll come at you. They'll circle
yeah,
back if you don't get sucked up by the wake.
yeah. Or have your face smashed by the propeller. That
The
shit would
propeller.
hurt, wouldn't it?
Let me show you something. Fucking propellers,
It's
dude.
like the it's yeah, it's like the end of Friday the 13th part 6 or the beginning of, Sleepaway Camp, you know, getting hit by a boat, getting stricted
Struck.
by a boat, getting striked,
Getting strucked.
getting
Strucked.
struck
Have you been strucked?
getting struck by a boat. I don't know why I have a lighter here. I don't know where that came
I
from.
don't know what the light has to do with the boat.
I don't know, man. It was
Light
just
the
here.
way.
I'm like, "Why did I put this lighter here?" Like, it's not like I have a candle in here or anything. I'm like, just soaking in my body stench, you know what I mean?
You're not a matches guy, are you?
Sometimes I'll use the matches.
Isn't it a pain in the ass to use a match? 'Cause you gotta and then you gotta hold it and make sure there's not a strong breeze, and then, like, you gotta fucking sit there and
I mean, that's my problem. That's my problem. You know what I mean? It's like trying to, like, you know, it's like a contest almost, like me versus the wind.
the wind will always win.
I don't know
And then
about
you'll be
that.
sitting there like and the wind will take it, you know what I mean, and blow it out, and you're like, "Oh, day ruined at 7:42 PM. Trying
Well,
to
I
light
mean, you
my
know,
smoke."
there were always, like, the tricks that you try to do where, like, you bend,
If you cup it,
you know, it's like if you have the match book, you bend the match and, like, try to light it without, like, pulling the match out of the book. You know, it's like once you're able to do that, you're like, "Alright,
you
that's
ever the
good."
assholes that always fancy where they spark the match with anything around them, they MacGyver it, like, they just go,
Yeah, but those are
"Watch."
s right. Well, see, like, they do that on TV, like, every match can do that. There are specific matches that you have to buy to be able to do that. I've tried them, and it's cool because you know, you just do the thumb thing, and it's, like,
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah,
Like the ones
exactly.
that could pop open the beer with their mouth. It's like,
Yeah,
"Oh, you're gonna
I've
wreck your teeth, dude.
yeah, and then it's, like, 30 years later, it's like, "Oh, yeah, check these out."
Teeth ruined." Yeah.
It's like, "Look, my new bottle opener."
My delicious choppers.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
I just saw like as I'm sitting there talking, there's a little clover mite, you know, like you see like a little those little red ones.
Clovermite?
Yeah, it's those little red ants. They walk.
Oh, like the really, really tiny ones?
Like I'm
Oh my
thinking, oh
goodness.
man, they're coming in through the window. You know, I just put the AC in, so it's
Jerks.
probably like the got to seal the whole thing completely.
Yeah, dude, I actually had to put on my AC today, man. It got warm in here, man.
I know.
Like,
I
it's
just
warm in
got
here
it.
now.
It's same. Dude, I'm sweating. It's like I don't
Oh,
have it
yeah.
on because I didn't want
I
to
know.
produce extra sound. But
Exactly, like, that's I mean, I'm not even in the room where like, I don't even have an air conditioner in this room. I never did, because like, I don't spend, like, a lot of time in this room. It's like, if I'm recording, that's it. It's like, if I gotta come in and grab something,
the hot
that's
yoga
it.
session,
Yeah, I
my
mean,
hot yoga room.
I mean, I have one in the living room and one in the bedroom. That's it. I mean, I didn't
Yep.
put the one in my bedroom yet. The one in my living room is, like, I just keep it there all year because I got one of those, racks. It was like we had to do it or else I don't know. Like, they was like, "Well, it's by law, you have to have it," and it's like, "Okay, what if I don't do it?" It's like, I got
Dude,
bricks out there, you know?
dude, the worst is when I was staying with my grandparents. We had that big AC for the living room, right? And it was one of those ones where I had to put it in there, and then when winter came, you know, or like fall came, gotta take it out. And then I had to put it in the closet, like, and it was just such a pain in because it was like one of those giant it was like an old big butt TV. It was like 80 pounds, you know, and you gotta press it, you gotta rest it into the thing, and you gotta hold it and then close it down, and you gotta
Yeah.
use the
Yeah.
fucking side panels. Like, I just got a new AC for this bedroom. We have one for the living room that was already here. It's like the pre-existing one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I
Yeah.
just put it in, and I'm just thinking, like, I'm like, even now, I'm thinking about, like, I went to stores and I try to get, like, white tape. I wanna seal it completely because I don't trust you know, like, even when I open up the window, I was, like, cleaning it out, like, the frame, and then there was all the clover mites walking around on the cement ledge on the outside, and I'm thinking, like, "Oh, fuck, they're all gonna come right" like, "Oh, look,
Yeah.
this whole door opened up, like, let's go into this swanky little place."
They're gonna climb through the AC and into your
And now
place,
we're
man.
talking here, and I see one on the laptop here, and I'm like, "Shit, they traveled all the way over here?"
Son of a bitch!
Now I'm literally looking at my phone, I'm like, "How do you kill clover mites naturally?" Turns out soap and water.
Soap and water.
But yeah, man, like, I'm thinking now with the summer coming up, I'm like, "Man, I'm definitely gonna have to find a way to have this AC on and not it be too much of a background noise because it's gonna be hot as fuck in this room."
Well, generally, what I would do, like, if I'm doing it, if I'm doing the show, if I'm doing the recording from the other room, my you know where I have my other equipment, I'll let the air conditioner run for a little while before we record, so the room's cool before we start. It's
Yeah,
short lived,
but it's I
but
was just about to say,
you know what I mean. It's very
that
short
is
lived,
very
but
short-lived.
yeah,
Dude, it's like anything else, man. As soon as you stop anything it's like you never have a fan on and you get used to the fan coming on and you turn it off. The second you turn it off, you feel death. Like, you just feel everything stop. Like,
Yes, exactly, man.
you
I
ever,
mean,
like,
dude,
share a fan, like, at the oscillating, when it's oscillating, it comes in, "Oh, oh, oh," and then it goes away. "No,
yeah,
no,
and
come
but
back."
right, but it's like if I'm not sharing this fan with anybody, why is it oscillating? I mean, like I get it if you want to get your whole body at once, but it's like as long as my top is like cooled, my legs can be whatever. You know what I mean? The thing is, it's like whenever it's like going to be hot, there's always that like advisory from like
Dude,
from
the
the
weather advisory,
yeah, but not even the weather advisory, but from the energy company. I don't know if
yeah.
I should even like say the name of it, but I mean
"Warning,
it's
we're
like
about to jack up the rates."
yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like there's gonna be a heat wave. It's like make sure you preserve your you conserve energy by not using the
What,
air
using the
conditioner that
AC?
much. It's like you might die in the fucking heat. Just don't if you don't want to spend too much. I mean, listen, I got my last bill and it said, "Oh, you used $16 more worth of energy this month." And it's like, "No. You charged me $16 more worth of energy this month. I didn't do anything different." Throughout April, I didn't use my air conditioner at all. You know what I mean? It was a cool April,
And
so I
where's
was able
my
to open the window.
prize?
Right, but it's like, "Oh, you use $16 more worth of energy." Like, what the hell does that mean? No, you charged me $16 more for doing the exact same thing that I've been doing the rest of the freaking year when it's cold out.
Goodbye,
Exactly,
money.
dude.
Well,
It's
'cause
like,
they're
what
assholes,
is
they're
that shit?
scumbags.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Scumbaggery.
now that I turned the AC on today, oh,
"Oh,
you
how
just
dare
used
you."
you just used another $7.86 worth of energy.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's gonna be another 825,
You know
you
what you need
know?
to do? You have it too good there. You need to go into a coffin department with no AC for triple the price and be happy you're doing it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like if you
Be
you damn
happy.
near it's like you don't turn the air conditioner on, they're still gonna charge you more money.
The ACs are making the frogs gay. Dude, not the guy. I have a funny. It's not a story per se, but it is a story, but it's not like a specific story. It's just a s- a time frame in which I had to deal with like the most insane circumstances when I was staying at my grandparents. My grandparents were in Montauk for for the summer, and that's when my aunt came because she got kicked out of her place, and then she was staying there. And the reason I bring it up is it was dead in the heat of summer, and the place we stayed at, we're on the second floor, right? It's a three-story house, or three-family house rather. You had the first floor, which was the owner, and then you had the basement, which was a younger couple, and then you had me and my grandparents up in the second floor, and then they had the attic. You've been there, you've seen it. So the attic, of course, was one of those half-done attics. You have like it's not like a full ceiling. You got like the ceiling in the center, and everything is coves. So you have like the
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
so it's not like a full room. It's very much like just, a high-end storage place, but that's where I
Yeah.
stayed, and it's hot as fuck because there was no insulation. It was literally the roof and then me. So I had the AC on in there, and the AC was the only thing that allowed me to be able to live, like, because
Right.
without
Yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
it's
Yeah.
even with it on, it only cooled that little area where my bed was at. When my aunt was staying there, she would often use, like, the microwave and other things, and the electricity in that house was a little skewed because it was, like, old, and so there's certain things if you ran certain things, it would blow the fuse or pop the breaker rather, and
Right.
the problem is the breakers were in the basement, so if you popped it, that means you had to get in touch with either, like, the guy that owned it, or if you knew the people downstairs, you had to, like, knock on their door, and you had to go down there and flip it, and it's, like, 2 in the morning, and this asshole is down there using the microwave, and he goes, and all the power goes out. I it's I'm not I it's like maybe like 2 in the morning, like 1, 2 in the morning, and I'm going, "We're not like this how are we gonna get everybody's sleeping." Like, there's no like, it and this dude, the second it turn you're laying there and everything turns off and you just hear the AC go,
Oh
so
my
you're in the
god,
dark,
dude.
and within 30 seconds, I'm in a pool of
Game over.
sweat on
Yeah.
the bed,
Yeah.
and we had to wait hours. Dude, I remember laying there and cursing her in my head going, "You had to use the microwave." You just like, what do you need the microwave for at 2 in the
Can't you
morning?
just
Like,
eat the pizza cold? Like, what's wrong with you?
yeah, and this happened, like, 3 times within the course of a couple weeks.
Oh my god.
And every time it was hours, and I remember laying there trying to get into, like I literally had to meditate and try to get out of my body and you're just laying in I had to put towels down and just laying in a pool of sweat.
Oh, fuck.
And because the attic is unforgiving. Like, it's, when it's, like, 10 degrees outside, it's 5 degrees in the attic. When it's 90 degrees outside, it's
It's
100
110,
degrees
yeah,
inside.
yeah.
It's so amplified in both realms. And to add insult into injury with this, after, like, the 3rd time when the power went out, I went downstairs, and it turns out in the master bedroom where she was staying, my grandparents' bedroom, there was one outlet in the corner that wasn't connected to everything else, so it had power. So she had the
Oh.
AC going on. So I remember, like, not I hear it. You hear, like, the
Oh my god.
and I'm going, "Oh, no." I don't care if I have to rip the outlet out. I'm going, "If I'm sweating, you're sweating because you
Yeah.
caused this."
It's like, guess
Yeah,
what? You have a guest tonight.
yeah. No, 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 no guest. I'm just gonna throw the AC out the window. Like, no, no, we're both
Dude,
I'm not staying in the room with her. Like, it's like, we're all going down. Like, this is Titanic. No lifeboats.
kindly leave.
We're gonna be the jolliest bunch of assholes since Bing Crosby danced with Danny fucking
Get
Kaye.
out! I would
Get
have
out.
been like, "Get out!" Oh my
Unkindly
goodness.
leave. Yeah, that blew my mind, man. There was one outlet in the corner.
Oh my god. That's like
So she had
uh,
everything, dude, she had everything plugged into it, like her fucking like the TV, like, because God forbid she goes out 5 minutes without fucking television.
dude, that's like that's like, when Lloyd had the extra pair of gloves.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, my
you know what
hands
I
are starting
mean?
to sweat.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
whole
Like, that's
time,
exactly what that is. It's like,
the whole
"Oh, you
time, the
needed
whole time.
AC?" Like, yeah, the
Yeah,
whole
but the
time.
thing is, what a scumbag she was. It's not like she went to me, "Hey, I know there's no power here, but if you wanna come into the bedroom," like any normal person would have been like,
Yeah.
This outlet works, so if you wanna hang out here, we can hang out here." No, 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 no. She was keeping it for herself
"This is
because
for
she didn't
me.
wanna share the outlet.
You can't have it. Sorry, bro."
It's like, that panic people have when they're in, like, a restaurant or a cafe and they're looking for the outlets and the one outlet doesn't work? Like, one of my favorite pastimes with me and my girlfriend, we'd sit in one of the markets in the city, the Whole Foods. Like, the Whole Foods always has, like every Whole Foods usually has, like, a fancy, like, eatery. Like, you have, like, a spot where it's like a little cafe and you have all tables and you can sit there and hang out and they have, like
Honestly, I don't think I ever actually set foot in a Whole
Oh,
Foods,
no, not at
so
all? Okay.
I don't think I
There's
no.
numerous Whole Foods throughout the city. There's one up, like, by, Columbus Circle, like, there's the one underground there. There's the one right across Bryant Park. There's one I went to the last time when I went into the city, and that was, like, over by the west is I don't know. I don't remember where it is specifically, but the point is there's several, and there's one I think, like, 12th Street, like, it's and you go in there and you go up it's the 2nd floor, and it's all tables, and then there's, like, the bathroom, which you never wanna go into because there's always a homeless person in the stall shitting and dying. Dude, every time we went there, it just smelled like like, you'd walk in and they're in the fucking there's one stall, one urinal, one sink, and that stall was always taken by a homeless person, and they were in there I don't know what they were doing, but they would always be in there, and it literally smelled like what just I would imagine if you just were, like, at a morgue, like, where you just got a
Well,
fresh
dude,
dump of
yeah, I mean,
bodies. It was just
that
horrible.
yeah, that's with, like, any public restroom in the city. It smells like BO, shit, piss, and now
And
sometimes
musk.
weed.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Sometimes
now it's
weed.
always weed. Yeah, weed's
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
But with
But up
the
until up until up until the legalization of weed, it was just BO, like, massive
yeah, yeah.
BO. You know what
Dude,
I mean?
even
Like,
before it
the
became
kind that
legalized, when it
stings
was
the
on the
the kind
verge
the kind
of
that'll burn your
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
nose hairs, you know what I
Oh, no,
mean?
no,
Like
burn your soul.
right, yeah, exactly.
Soul
It,
burnt
like
at
yeah,
8:42.
it's like a spinal tap, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just, like, really
I think a Spinal Tap's
gets
more
deep into
forgiving, isn't it?
must be.
Like, and we're talking about a
Yeah,
Spinal Tap here, not the band,
yeah,
like,
right, yeah,
a
yeah,
fucking
no,
needle going in your spine. I think that's more
yeah.
forgiving than the smell.
But
But anyway,
that's what it feels like, you know?
in that Whole Foods, there was a table against there was the one table that was against the wall that had an outlet underneath it, but the outlet was dead. And one of my favorite things to do was sit near it and just watch every asshole run over there because the table's empty and sit there, plug in, and do the whole 5 minutes like sequence of idiocy where they're going, "Oh no, it's a, where's it?
Yeah.
Look at my milk. And they're
Yeah,
going through the panic mode, and then you see them like scanning like a meerkat out of the hole, like just looking like,
yeah.
is there another table? Another table? My phone's about to die. I enjoyed watching people go panic mode.
Yeah, but dude, the thing with the city now is it's like you could go up to those, like,
The charging stations, right?
electronic, advertisement, signs, whatever, you could charge your phone at
Well, they
those
have those
things.
charging
But
stations now where everybody
yeah, yeah,
hangs
yeah,
out
that's what
now.
I'm
Like, you
talking
have
about,
homeless
yeah.
people set up shop there, and they just keep their
Yeah.
phone plugged in.
Listen, I do my best to keep my phone charged. If I know I'm not gonna be near an outlet, that there's a chance I'm not gonna be, because dude, I'm not carrying a freaking charger in my pocket when I'm going out.
See, I do. I always have my backpack, as you know. Like, I always have my backpack, and I have, like, 2 battery chargers in there. I don't fuck around because I know you can't rely on outlets anywhere anymore. So, that's me.
Yeah, I mean, I just keep it charged the best I can,
Well, I
and,
do too,
you
but I
know
mean, like, your phone only lasts so long. You know, they
No, I
intentionally design
know.
these batteries. Once it's 2 years, they turn into complete shit.
Oh, yeah,
So,
yeah,
once it's like literally 2 years, you hear your phone go, "Ding," and that means, "Goodbye, battery."
yeah, pretty
The
much.
lifespan just immediately erodes.
I know, man, and it's like, I've had my phone for roughly 2 years, and it's like, just got done paying off the MacBook and all that stuff. It's like, I don't want another freaking bill.
But
I
you
don't want another
do.
phone. I don't. I
You
don't
want
want
they
it's
want
like,
you to want
I mean,
it.
dude, it's like I just updated my iPhone like a week or 2 ago to like the highest whatever
Oh,
iOS it is
iOS?
now. Yeah, because like I stopped caring about the phone that I have like years ago. Because before this, I had the iPhone. What was it? It was like the iPhone X or the iPhone XE or whatever it was, and I had that for a while. And I'm like, if it wasn't for the sound, like cutting it, like if it wasn't because the sound of the phone
You never would upgrade it.
wasn't shitty, I wouldn't have given it up. I would have been like, fuck it. This is what I have. This is what I'm keeping. And it's like I don't need a new phone. I used to care. Like first phone I had was an Android. It was the Thunderbolt from HTC or whatever it was, and I got it through Verizon, which it was a cool phone. But like, then the next phone was an iPhone, and I've been getting iPhones ever since. And it's just like a pain in the ass, like having to upgrade and change your phone like every couple of years. It's like, listen, I'm not leasing the freaking thing. Why do I have to get a new one? It's not a freaking car, it's a phone. Like, why do
Yeah,
you
but it's
put
the
people through
constant but
this?
because it's like that whole, artificial scarcity type of like, in other words, constantly get you, that's the one thing that killed me, man. It's not even like and by no means do I give a shit about the people that make the iPhones. In other words, Tim Cook, of course, obviously took over the reins when what's his name died.
Steve Jobs.
There you go, yeah. So, with him, though, you had like, so the one thing I will say is this, and this is not I'm not celebrating him, lionizing him, I'm just simply acknowledging the fact is that when Steve Jobs was in charge of Apple, Apple phones are cool, like, he at least knew enough to be like, "We gotta give innovation to keep people wanting to buy more and buy new ones." And then, of course, there was a massive drop off, like, once Tim Cook went in, they went every iPhone after that is literally like they're like, what, a small modicum better? Like, there's no real
Yeah,
innovation. And at this point now, you look at all the competitors now have jumped light years past the
I
fucking
know,
iPhones.
I know.
Like, light years, like the fucking I think right what is it now? I think the Androids now I think you could, like they could build a car, they could, like you could, like, travel in space, you can record an entire movie, again, you
Well,
could and
dude,
play
I mean,
games and
my
make food. It's
yeah, see, like, my cousin and, like, a dude at
"But I
work,
have 3 cameras in my new iPhone."
yeah, a couple of people I know, like I said, my cousin, a couple of buddies at work had uh, that Samsung Galaxy, like, notebook, I think it's called, where, like, it's like a giant square screen that you just, like, unfold. Dude, that to me,
My
that thing
girlfriend
is
has that.
cool,
She has
man.
the little like, it's like the clamshell.
Oh,
Reminds
the
me of, like,
half
the
one. Yeah, yeah,
remember
yeah.
the
The Razor.
Game Boy SP where they came out
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
those? It's like that.
Yeah, believe it or not, they actually made a Razor like that,
Yeah. I know. I remember,
but
yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, but I mean, like, like, more recently,
Yeah, yeah.
to that's it it's like that Razor
I
flip.
don't
I
see
mean,
the
like,
to me, though, I don't trust at some point, the bending the screen over and over again, it's gonna give.
oh, yeah, it
That's
does, and,
my
like,
thing. I don't
people were having problems, I think, with the first model of it, and, you know but again, like, if it happened after your your warranty ran out, it's like, well, guess what? It's like your warranty ran out, now
doesn't it
you can run
always?
out and get a new phone.
And another 2 years.
Yeah,
Indebted to us.
exactly. But to
Forever.
me, though, that phone is cool, and everybody's like, and, you've been hearing like, "Oh, iPhone's gonna make one of those too." It's like, "Okay, maybe I'll get it." for 3 grand, you know?
Dude, you know what their innovation's been? Now it's a USB-C. You're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, dude, see, I
That's
still
I mean,
have
dude, it's nothing.
well, dude, I
It's
mean, listen, they charge you more and they give you less. You know what I mean? It's like you're
right,
supposed to be
and because
okay with
people
it.
keep doing it, that's the problem. Because they
Exactly, and it's like,
people keep
I
acquiescing.
yeah, because like, I remember when I got this phone, when this right now I got the 14 Pro Max, I called up iPhone, I'm like, "Hey, you forgot to give me the charging brick." They're like, "No, they don't come with them anymore." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "How the hell am I supposed to charge this?"
Hopes and
This is
prayers?
it's like lightning to USB-C, and they're like, "Oh, you could still use the other one, the USB." And I'm like, "Yeah, but doesn't the USB-C charge faster?" They're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "And you're not gonna give me a brick?" They're like, "No, it doesn't come with one." It's like they stopped giving you the charging brick, they stopped giving you the headphones,
Yeah.
They don't even give you stickers anymore.
Like, I didn't realize that Tim Cook was literally going to cook us. Like, he literally just cooked the whole
Dude,
fucking
the iPhones used to come with the little Apple stickers. They
yeah.
don't even come with those anymore.
Dude, and here's the thing too, what always killed me was because when I bought my last phone, which is now, I think, 3, 4 years ago at this point, the 13, Pro Max, I love dude, the one thing I've even told you, regardless, like, I'm not being nitpicky with sound, I know Bose and all the companies make a lot of earbuds. To me, the standard iPhone earbud is fucking awesome. I always love the
Oh,
sound from it,
dude,
and you
and,
don't get
like
them anymore.
right, yeah, dude, I mean, dude, well, to be honest with you,
It's like
if
I'm paying over $1,000. You're not gonna
yeah,
throw in a pair of fucking
I
earbuds?
know, but, like, at the very least,
I'm not looking
if
for
you're
the
not gonna
AirPods, I'm looking for just the earbuds.
right, dude, I had like, that's what I use too.
Like, how do
Dude,
you not that used to be a standard.
I've tried Jaybirds, I've tried,
I don't know,
what are
none
those
of them
other ones?
sound the same to me, man. They just
What are those ones that, what's his,
Ray J? You talking about the,
Rage yeah, but what are they called? I'm trying to remember which ones what
Raycons?
Raycons. Yeah. I still have a pair of those, and I'll only use them if I'm listening to something while I'm charging my phone,
I tell you, man,
which is
the sound,
rarely.
though, for the earbuds are just perfect. Like, they're
Well,
just
dude,
good.
especially now with the new update that you can actually adjust the sound on your phone with those original headphones, and to be honest with you, when I've tried, like, the earbuds and, like, I even bought a pair of Beats that were complete shit because I'm like, "Oh, okay, if I get a pair of Beats, I can hook it up to my phone and I can adjust the sound because now Beats is owned by Apple." And I'm like, "Alright." So, of course, I get
Apple owns
one
them now?
yeah.
So that means Dre got paid fucking what,
Oh, yeah,
billions?
dude,
Like
this was
10,000,000,000
this happened, like,
for
what,
those
2, 3
stupid
years ago?
satanic fucking headphones?
Yeah, but, like and dude, the whole thing was, like, if you buy Beats, you can use the iPhone's, equalizer, and, like, change the sound. You go
So you
into
have a
the
whole
phone
interface for it, right?
yeah, whether it's the Beats or the AirPods, like, when they first, like, rolled this whole thing out, and it's like, "Alright, cool." Pair of Beats on sale for, like, $80, it had, like, the wire that goes around the back of your head and all that. I'm like, "Alright, cool, that's awesome," because 'cause I'd rather have something like that, so,
Yeah.
and, of
Fucking hell,
course,
dude. Yeah.
of all the pairs of Beats that I decided to buy, the cheapest ones aren't compatible with that.
Mm.
They're compatible with the phone because they're Bluetooth, but they're not compatible with the options to
Yeah.
adjust the sound.
Yeah.
See, at least like Jaybirds, those actually had its own app that you can customize the sound, which I actually liked those. Those weren't bad, and those also had like the wire that goes around the back of the head, which I like. The Raycons don't. They have 3 settings. It's like natural, bass sound, and like voice sound or whatever it is. I'm like, this sucks. This fucking sucks. It's like you hear all these like great, fantastic reviews about them. It's like, oh, these are the best. And I'm like,
Yeah,
no,
I
they're
mean, because
not.
they're the best because they're told to tell them they're the best.
Well, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like you read the reviews and you're like, oh, okay, you know what? I'll give them a shot. Ugats. Shit.
Yeah. No, heavy Ugos, man. Dude, I don't trust any of the shit. Like, whenever you have someone that's endorsed by somebody that especially someone that is only known for a sex tape, like, what the fuck do you know about music, dude? You banged one of the head witches on camera while the mom watched. Yeah, okay, congratulations, bro. He's a
Yeah,
master of audio.
I always just come back to the regular iPhone headphones. And they're like
Hey,
$15. Like to buy a new pair, it's like a new set, it's like 15 bucks
I
on
hate
Amazon.
giving because even though I have an iPhone, I hate giving Apple credit for anything, but, those standard earbuds are just
Yeah.
good, man. They're
Mhm.
just solid.
Well, the thing is too, though, like I don't mine is a lightning
Yeah, so is
attachment,
mine. I mean, I can't even find the fucking
What the 3.5
3.5, yeah,
millimeter? Yeah.
whatever that
Well, I mean, I
standard,
still have a
but
pair of those, and, like, the thing is with those, you have, like, the extension that extends to the lightning. Doesn't sound as good. But, again, now with the new update, you can adjust the sound, you can equalize it however you wanna do it and all that stuff. So that really changed, like, listening for me with those
change the
headphones,
game.
and I'll always go back to them if, like, the ones that I had I mean, dude, it takes a long time for those things to, like, break or break down,
It
and
does take a long time. For me, it's
yeah.
always like the one ear goes out after and I have to replace it.
Yeah, see, I have
That's my thing.
one
It's always like
the
the
one
left
that I
ear goes out eventually, and
yeah, yeah, and that's what happened with me with those Jaybirds. One of the ears just, like, went out, and I'm like, "Fuck, man." And those, like I said, o of all the Bluetooth headphones that I've tried, those were probably the best I've had. Never owned AirPods, never had any interest in owning those. It just looks like you have, like it just reminds me of There's Something About Mary,
yeah.
you know, when he had the jizz hanging from his
Yeah,
ear?
yeah.
Like, that's what I see every time I see somebody walking by with AirPods.
Dude, what always got me with the AirPods though is I'd always going on the subway every day, you'd see them on the tracks, you see 'em because even with the earbuds in, they stay in my ear most of the time because of the wires, it's hanging down and it kinda keeps it taut, but outside of it, they fall off all the time. If you turn your head, they fall out. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna spend, what, $300 for fucking AirPods and just be running and one pops out of my fucking ear. Goodbye."
Some people are wild when they drop their shit at the trains. Like, I saw a dude, like,
Probably frantic as
jump
fuck too, right? Like, "Oh my god," and
well,
then jump it down, right?
he did, and
Yeah.
I'm like, "Holy shit,
'Cause
man,
they're
what
probably
the
thinking, "I'll
fuck?"
be there 2 seconds." They'll jump
Yeah,
down, grab it real quick,
it's all it
then they
takes,
can't get
though.
back up, and then
It's
yeah.
all it fucking takes, you know?
Dude, it's
Y
wild, man. Like, that shit is like, because I think about, like, recesses of hell with the subway, like, where it's just the dirty
Oh, well,
tracks with the
yeah, I
rats,
mean
and there's nothing but garbage down there, and you'll see earbuds, phones, like, people just stand there, don't know what they're doing, and just drop it, and it always, like, like, it hits the ground and then bounces off and then rolls into the fucking right next to a rat
yeah, right now,
or the 3rd rail,
yeah, all you got down there is garbage, rats, and
the
hantavirus.
rat king and the hantavirus. That's okay, they have a face diaper on, they're safe.
Yeah, exactly, man. Dude, I've been seeing people wearing them more and more lately.
I know, just a bit I guess that whole surge of the antivirus got everybody's fucking scared because I see a lot more face diapers. Dude, I was in the park yesterday. It was community day, so, dude, I have to mention, I was in the park, and there's this old timer. He kinda looked like Doc, like, he got, like, the white hair, but he had a hat on. So,
"Hey,
yeah
Marty,
yeah. Great Scott! So, he had
great
a hat
Scott, I
on.
got my mask."
Dude, he had a hat on, he had, like, a fucking, like, jumpsuit type of thing, and then he had the mask on like this, and all you see is his eyes and his white hair, and I'm just like, "Why are you even outside?"
Exactly,
Like,
it's
what
like
what are you gaining by this? Like, you're not getting
oh my
any
god.
sunshine,
Yeah,
like, you're yeah,
fresh
uh,
air.
curse Ron Park. Ugh,
Take that, hantavirus.
yeah, I'm healthy. Healthy, healthy.
No, but dude, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've seen people walking around with the masks ever since ever since COVID, but I'm
Same, but
seeing
there's a lot more
a
now.
lot more now. I'm looking at these people, I'm like, "Stop,
Like, are we
please, like,
really did you not
why?"
learn anything from the fucking first pandemic?
Exactly, but dude, there are people who've been wearing them since, you know what I mean?
Dude,
Like, there are people who've been I don't wanna wear a mask, I don't wanna do it, you know?
well, yeah, it's I mean, let's be real. It's pointless. It's not gonna stop anything. It doesn't do what everybody thinks it does. It just doesn't. And that's not even like that's not even an opinion. It's just empirical facts. It's like it doesn't work.
did
And yet everybody wears them. Like it
did I send you that video of that comedian talking about the little steps on the floor, like, the little he's like, "Yeah, we went" he's like, everybody gave it" it's like, "When we go into stores, they had little footprints on the floor." Like,
oh,
that's
to
stuff you
stand in
do to
line.
kindergartners, you know? And I started laughing. I feel like I sent it to you. I don't know if you saw it. I don't know if I even sent it to you, but I was dying laughing because when he said that shit, he's like "They put little footprints on the floor for you to follow, so you know where to stand." He's like, "That's what they do in kindergarten, so you know where your sleeping mat is." You know? And that's what that's
He's not
it's like
wrong.
I it's like, I'm not doing that again, man.
Dude, I'll never forget, man. Not to go on a rant about it, but it just reminded me of just how fucking freaked out. Like I remember being in the city, like like not at the necessarily at the cusp of when the whole pandemic hit, but like like later on down the year when you were allowed to actually go to stores and stuff, and we went to the city and everything was so tenuous because like people were still so, like just like it really is crazy. I mean, like and it's not even like a location specific thing because this is worldwide, so everybody knows exactly what we're talking about. Like it's just
Yeah, yeah.
everything would
Mhm.
be so on edge and like everybody was so afraid of another human being. And I remember just walking into this grocery store needing water because my girlfriend, she was feeling kind of like faint and it was like hot. It was like one of those sunny days and we're out. And so I went in and I just walked in real quick, like not, thinking like we're in normal life and not in this,
How
like
dare you?
this brain eroded, like fucking like state of hysteria. And I remember walking in, it's like they're putting stock away. They're like, "Oh no, the mask, your mask!" Like they're freaking. I'm walking in, and I'm like, "There's the mask. Everyone can relax now."
Dude, I remember getting on a train and I had a coffee with me and, had the mask off and, the conductor's like, "You gotta put your mask on." I'm like, "Well, I'm drinking coffee." It's like, "Yeah, but you gotta put it on between sips." And I'm like, "You fucking kidding me?"
Remember the people that were like had like they would take it off and eat and then put it back on. Then that one dude, he had an opening on it, and he would like press a lever and it would open up and he could eat and then close it.
Well, dude, you remember the school band that had, like, the cuts in the mask just so they could play their saxophone and shit? It's like, come on, man. How ridiculous do you have to get before you stop and look at yourself and be like, "What the fuck am I doing?"
Yeah, like when will then be now? Soon.
But
How
it's
soon?
like it's like I just I when I see more and more people doing it again, it's like, "Come on, man." It was like that whole Jon Stewart video, I don't know if you saw it, where he was like where they tell you that it's you get it from rats. You get it, it's like,
Or
well, on this
bats.
cruise ship, when it docked and this couple went bird watching in a landfill where there are rats with all kinds of fucking infections. What the fuck do you think is gonna happen? It's like, oh, this is a great place to look at birds. A
Yeah.
fucking landfill.
I
Because
mean, what are
that's
you
like
looking for, seagulls? I mean, that's the
no,
only birds you're gonna find in a fucking landfill.
exactly. Like, that was the point too. It's like, there's a seagull, there's a seagull, there's a seagull, and I'm like, "Oh my god," like, what like, you're I and it was, like, in Argentina. It's like, "You're in Argentina, you're gonna go bird watching in a fucking landfill?"
But I mean, like, seagulls are like the minorities of the birds. Like, nobody cares about the seagulls.
But they hang out at landfills. Like,
Well,
but
yeah, because they'll eat
that's the
whatever.
point.
That's
Right, and that's exactly your point. It's like, if you only wanna look at seagulls, yeah, go hang out at the fucking landfill, but why? When you're in fucking Argentina, when you're in another country, when
dude,
you're
when you're in
somewhere
Argentina, like, because
that
Argentina is a beautiful country. Like, just go to the water,
exactly.
go to a beach. They're there too.
Exactly. Why it's like if you have time before your ship takes off, why are you hanging out in a fucking
What
landfill?
did you drop an AirPod in there?
But it's so ridiculous. Of all the things that you can do in Argentina, even if you only have like an hour, 2 hours,
Yeah,
whatever it
I do
was,
seriously.
while
Like,
the
it's
while
out
the
of all
ship was
things.
yeah, while the ship was docked, "You know what? Let's go bird watching. There's a beautiful landfill that I saw." Come on.
Let's go hang out with
Use
the
your
garbage.
fucking head. I swear it's like Joe Pesci. Use your
Use your
head,
head. Yeah, I
you
was just
know?
talking like they did. That use
Oh,
your head.
use your head.
Oh my god. What? Wait, but what you just said? No, I heard what you said, but what did you just say?
Where did you go? You went to a fucking landfill to look
Yeah.
at birds?
They're at the landfill, looking at the seagulls.
Ugh, but it's like, dude, I mean, like, I work in the Bronx and, like, I see like, not in the Bronx, but, like, closer, like, more north, and I've seen bald eagles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've seen
Mhm.
bald eagles, I've seen hawks,
Yeah.
blue jays, cardinals. You gonna hang out in a fucking landfill to look at birds? Like, you could go anywhere,
Yeah,
and you
but
can
here's
see
the thing.
anything.
But the thing is this: at a landfill, here's what you're not going to see: bald eagles, cardinals, like any birds
That's
of note. No birds of prey.
exactly.
Nobody's hanging out at a fucking landfill except for dirty, rotten pigeons and fucking seagulls.
And that's exactly my point in saying that, is that you could see, like, actual wildlife anywhere else but a
Dude,
fucking
you go to a
landfill.
pond, you go to a beach, any biome that is lush with life, bioflora, biofauna, but you go to a man-made landfill.
Right?
You
And it
deserve the
but dude,
hantavirus.
if you really, really want to see rats, go hang out at the fucking subway. You don't even have to go to a landfill to look at rats. Like, why would you? Like, I don't understand that. I
Dude,
don't
you can even
understand
talk to them. They speak. They'll ask for money. You could ask what time it is.
that.
Ask if you
They'll
found their
steal.
AirPod. They
They'll
already
run up
have
the
one.
stairs with a. They'll run up the stairs with a slice of pizza. You remember
Ask
that
if you have
one?
a time to talk about Jesus Christ.
Dude, remember
gonna
that
finish
one
that
that had
slice?
a whole slice of pizza, man?
Yeah,
And that one, there was a
the
guy like
ambitious
in the
one.
subway, like falling asleep, and there's
Yeah,
that
and
one
he's like,
like just
pulling it.
ran up the dude's leg too. Like I was like, I mean, listen, man, these rats actually work for their food. Like,
Dude, I
come
love
see
that
them.
Teenage Mutant Ninja rap, man. He was going for that whole slice of pizza, bro. I love that.
Yeah, dude. It's like, hey, come to New York. Our rats actually work for their food. It's quite a sight. Come to New York, see our rats.
You see that rat on camera with a phone doing the one pizza bite test? It's like, okay, here's the one bite challenge. Sitting there with Portnoy. Look,
Exactly. It's got like half
this
a
is the
tail
best.
from.
Look at the carriage, the undercarriage of this
Yeah.
slice.
It's like part of its
Smell good,
ear is
yeah.
part of its ear is missing and half of its tail is gone from a fight that it had with another rat, over
Yeah.
that slice of pizza, like it's like,
I now own this slice.
oh,
Good
you
Lord,
want
man.
my pizza?
You like trains?
It's like, let me teach you about ninjutsu. You
Oh my
like trains? Stay off my train! Give me
what
my
I
pizza!
wouldn't give for one slice. Just one slice.
Are you all right?
Who
Who are you? Why are
Who
you
sent
hounding me? Who sent you? Who sent you? Leave me
Leave me
alone.
alone. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Fucking classic movie, dude.
Classic scene, man.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's funny because, like, you know the term ghost, right? Like when a girl like just totally
Yeah,
like ditches
ghost
you,
you.
disses you, like just that's what like years ago, and that's what me and my buddy started calling it. It's like, yo, dude, it's like, oh, how's that girl you're talking? She Sam Wheated me.
Oh, Sam Wheat is everything.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, Sam Wheat.
You could call me Patrick
Ghost.
Swayze because I'm Ghost.
Exactly.
Jet Set from
Just
fucking
call me Sam
Workaholics.
Wheat.
Yeah.
You could call me
Dick!
Sam Wheat.
My
because
name
she
is Jet
ghosted.
motherfucking Set. But you can call me Patrick Swayze because I'm Ghost. Getting warm
Yeah.
in here.
I know, dude. I was thinking of turning the AC on in the other room, but I was worried that sound was gonna like travel to here.
Yeah, because it's low, but it's also high enough to where I'm like, you could probably hear it. You know, like that. It's
Yeah, it was, when I was walking in, this was just, the best of the box. Dude, I never realized how fucking small the fucking writing is on this shit, man.
I see it's an album. I can't see what it is though. Which
Oh, it's the Alice in Chains album, Best of the Box.
oh,
Nothing's safe.
uh. Oh, nothing's safe. That's right.
Yeah.
So that should have the two songs that were on, if I recall correctly. I could be wrong. Last Action Hero, the What the Hell Have I, and
You sure there were 2 songs on Last Action Hero? Because I remember this album had 2 unreleased songs, or 2 songs that weren't on any Alice in Chains album. What the Hell Have I and Born Again. Get born
no, they did.
again.
It had a little bitter. That was the other one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not.
I'm looking at the soundtrack now. No, I distinctly remember there was 2 Alice in Chains songs on that. That Two Steps Behind by Def Leppard. Yeah, I like Def Leppard. A lot of people shit on them. They were good for what they were.
Yeah, I like Def Leppard.
Angry Again. Big Gun.
Dude, that song was awesome though. I loved Big Gun. Like, I remember I had the soundtrack on CD. I might have it. I might still have it somewhere, but I
God,
listened to that
Talk
song.
to Hammer by
It's like,
Cypress Hill.
damn it.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, listen. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of AC/DC, but I like the songs.
Yeah, they're
It's just not a
catchy.
go-to band.
Right. I mean, a lot of people take issue with AC/DC because they just think all their songs sound the same.
Well, I mean, it's because
they
it's
have
all
a
sung the
formula.
same.
Yeah, it's like they have a formula, and it's like it works.
Dude,
They're a fun band.
They're a good one-trick pony. It's one trick, but it's a good trick. And if you like that, you could sit there and listen to 8,000 albums of that.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those, but I don't hate it.
I think I have one with Brian Johnson and one with Bon Scott.
I like big balls.
I like big balls. But
whatever it is. Or I got big balls, whatever the fuck.
balls of them all. But I mean, my favorite song from AC/DC is a Bon Scott one. It's If You Want Blood.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I always loved that fucking song, and I thought it was so cool when Guar covered it.
You got it, isn't it? Is that what it is? You
Yeah,
want
if you
blood?
want blood, you
You got it.
got
Yeah,
it.
very
Out
anthemic.
on the streets. Yeah, because I remember that was in Empire Records when Joe went into his office to let off steam by playing his drums, and that's what he played the drums to. You
You
know,
want? Yeah. Well, like I said, it's very anthemic. It's good. It's a cool
and
song.
it's one of those songs that you don't get to like you don't really hear often on the radio, and it's funny because um whatever which one is it? Shoot to Thrill. Whenever that
Mm.
starts, like there's that little moment where I'm like, oh no, that's not it.
No, yeah.
Like I'm
False
thinking
alarm.
that's
Yeah.
yeah, thinking
Got
that
to kick
it's
into that. Yeah.
If You Want Blood, and it's like,
Yeah.
no, it's Shoot to Thrill.
I get like that
But
with Metallica hero riff. I'm like, oh, no, not that song. No, no, not that one either.
yeah, you hear a train coming,
Yeah.
it's like, oh shit, it's Unforgiven 2.
You Unforgiven 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I know, and
so
it's like the way in Unforgiven 2, the way he words it is so it's like Unforgiven, like so you're unforgiven also.
yeah, I know.
You
Yeah,
know, "Oh,
too.
are
Yeah,
you
so clever.
unforgiven
James did it
too?"
again.
Yeah.
But you know what I hate about that
So
fucking song too is like that buildup. You know, he thought, man, they're gonna fucking eat this shit up.
yeah. And, and when Unforgiven 3 came out, I'm like, like, all right, how's he gonna how is he going
Where are we
to
going with
to
this?
get that line into the song, which they didn't. They didn't do the train at the beginning either, which I was like, all right, that's, why even bother making a third Unforgiven song if you're not gonna start it with the train, you know?
You trying to be original?
Yeah, but it's like the line was like, "If it's me, I can't forgive." But I mean, at least if they did a part 4, they could use that line. It's like, "What are you unforgiven for?" You know?
Oh god. Don't give him ideas, dude.
Well, that's how it would be, though. It's like,
No, you
"I'm
could
unforgiven, but what are you unforgiven for?" Yeah.
could you imagine if we were a major podcast and like James like heard it? That's a great idea.
Great idea. I'm gonna give them a writing credit. Yeah, right.
Yeah, writing credit from him. Never. I
What are
wrote
you
them all.
unforgiven for?
Dude, that's such a James thing for him to do too.
Well, because it's like you said, that ABC rhyming,
Oh yeah. I can't give any more. Are you unforgiven for?
What are you unforgiven for?
Oh god. Give me fuel, give me fire. That's the like preeminent like ABC rhyming right there.
I mean, the rhyming, yeah. I mean, like, I dig the riff to that song. That
I don't. I hate that hillbilly shit kicking riff. I'm
what was the one? What was
not a
the
fan
one
at all.
that they did for Mission Impossible?
Oh god, I don't even remember what.
Stay Away. No, not Stay Away. Do you bury me when I'm gone? Do you teach me while I'm here? I disappear. That's it. Just as soon as I belong, then
This
it's
is
time
how
I disappear.
It's like, when? When is that time? Please disappear now. Dude, the worst is when
Hey, hey, hey,
God, no.
here I go now, unforgiven 5 times, yeah.
5 times. My fingers, yeah.
Yeah, I've paid, I've hoped, I've suffered.
Dude, that
Yeah,
video.
yeah.
Dude, did you watch the video I sent you earlier where he's on the stage and like Jason's like playing and he's
pouring the beer down his throat, yeah.
but when he's drinking it, he walks away and he takes his shirt and he like wipes the lip off, he wipes the cup off. Like, then why'd you fucking give him some sip
Yeah.
of beer? I don't want your
It's like,
germs
dude,
all over him.
But that's the thing, though. It's like you're Metallica. It's like, you could just go get another beer. Right?
Exactly. Like, you could just
it's
like it's not like the only beer.
especially right now where it's just Lars.
Yeah.
Right
Lars
now,
and Jason playing.
it's just Lars and Jason playing. It's like, why don't you just go get your,
Poor
it's
guy's
like,
thirsty. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, if you ask the guys backstage to bring you out a tray full of cups of beer, I'm sure they'll do it. You're
Dude,
fucking
he doesn't.
Metallica.
He's James Hetfield. All he has to do is and like bam, like there's gonna be like fucking 10 trays coming out with sardines,
Exactly,
fucking
man. It's like,
crackers, all sorts of
yeah.
shit. I like stop acting like you just one beer. You're at the keg and it's the last sip, like you're like the last bit. It's like, I'll give you a
Right?
sip, bro. Fuck
Keg stand!
yeah, it's a gangster.
Yeah,
You're
it's a
my
keg stand.
here I
It's a
go
keg
now,
stand here for me.
drowning in this beer.
What's this? I'm Unforgiven 6, you know?
Oh no, no, no more. I've gone to heaven. It's Unforgiven 7.
Don't be late or you're Unforgiven
Even
8.
I can't do it,
I'm
dude. It's
feeling
like I'm
fine even
fine. I'm
though
not
I'm Unforgiven 9. Yes, we're back again with Unforgiven
forgiven.
10.
Dude, it's the worst, man.
Yeah.
Because like here we are joking about it, but this is like literally what he would write.
I know. And dude, I love Metallica. I'm not hating on them. Just it's just
Oh, it's
it's the
repulsive
writing.
though.
And the funny thing is, like, I don't even know if I would have figured that out myself if it wasn't for the internet. Because like people like say like one of the worst, some of the worst lyrical writers, and like James Hetfield was in that category. And I'm like, really? And it's like, you go through like some of the songs, and there's like, it's like you look at Sanitarium, which is one, it's a great fucking song, but it's like every line is like a one liner.
Dude,
It's like
I
one of those one liners is like, welcome to where time
time
stands
standing
still.
still.
No one leaves and no one will.
Will.
Yeah.
Mood is full, never seems to change, just label mentally
Oh,
deranged. He must have
gold.
been so yeah. Dude, because I felt that way ever since I've got into Metallica. I was like, these lyrics are just fucking so corny. And it's like, and not like, don't get me wrong. I mean, like 12 years old, listening to them, I liked them, but like I remember,
Yeah.
memorizing all the lyrics because I love, especially that album, because I love that album so much, Master of Puppets. But like, you get older, and when I start writing lyrics, being in bands, I look back and go, man, these fucking lyrics are heinous. Like, you couldn't fucking take time, like, to fucking write anything other than simple rhymes. Smart guy's a rhymer.
Blood will follow blood. Dying time is here.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's a great song, though. Damage, you go rip it right through you.
Great album. I like. It's
Oh
still
yeah,
one of their
yeah,
best albums.
absolutely.
I think, in my opinion, their best album, but it's debatable as far as like their older stuff. I will say this though, I do love Injustice for All. I think that
Oh,
album
and
grew
just
on me
dude, Justice
majorly.
is like their tightest album.
And I love the cover. I think it's the coolest cover of them all.
Dude, one of the coolest things is Black End, the intro to Black End,
Mhm.
like the way it was recorded. I mean, I'm sure you've seen videos of it all over the internet where, like, you see a guy playing this riff, and you're like, it's like, this is Metallica's Black, and I'm like, no, the fuck it isn't. And then they play it backwards, and that's how they put it on the album, and it's like, well, holy shit,
Dude, it's like
that's
that.
fucking
Well,
cool.
dip me in shit and roll me in breadcrumbs. It is. It is the song.
Yeah, but dude, my favorite song from that album was Harvester of Sorrow. I love that song. That song is so dope. The
Yeah,
song is
man.
dope.
Dude, like, and this is gonna be a very unpopular opinion, but like my least favorite on that album is fucking One. I got so I'm
Well,
permanently tired of that fucking song.
I see. I get that. I get that because it's the most played song from that album. It's like
Yeah.
you'll rarely. It's like if you're
That and
if you're
Unforgiven.
listening
Like, I got
to
so permanently tired of those
right.
fucking
Well,
ones.
dude, Unforgiven though, I will say this is one of my, if not my favorite Kirk Hammett solos.
Mm.
I love the solo on that song, and it's like I remember watching a year and a half in the life of Metallica when they were recording that,
Like, I'm
and
like
I
looking
remember
it
him
up right now.
saying, "This is probably the best solo I've ever recorded." And when I listened to it
He wasn't
afterwards, I'm
lying.
like, you know what? Yeah, it's such a fucking great solo. Love that. I mean, dude, that's another one of those videos that I watched a lot when when I got it. It was a double cassette. The first cassette was Metallica recording the Black Album, and the second one was them touring the Black Album. That's when they did that Monsters of Rock tour with like 1 million Russians at that
Yeah.
stadium. And that was wild. And it's funny because I remember seeing, not a couple years like after that, the Pantera 2 video. You see it on like the ad for it in Russia on TV where it's the Monsters of Rock tour, it's Metallica, Pantera, AC/DC, and the Black Crowes. And I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, Pantera was there too? AC/DC was there too, Black Crow, like, they didn't mention any of that in the Metallica movie. You know what I mean? I'm like, how did they not like make mention of this in the
Because it's
Metallica video?
Metallica. We talk about Metallica and only Metallica.
Right. And that was like what I thought was weird because like I mean like they still because like that was also during you know when that whole thing happened with Guns N' Roses.
Mhm.
You know when James got burned
Right, yeah.
and you know
And then
Axl Rose
Axel
came out.
fucking was like, "Yeah, I don't feel like singing this and my vocals are too low. Bye."
Yeah, exactly, and caused a fucking riot in
Dude, and
Canada.
you know it's
Like
bad when Canadians riot.
well, but dude, you know, they're also hockey fans, so it's like you kinda get, you
Yeah,
know,
but
it's
I
like it's
mean, they're a bunch of acquiescent jellyfish too, man. Like, that's
right.
that whole society is and it's nothing against them. I love Canadians. Like, I love Canada. Canada's an awesome place. But I'm talking about bureaucracy, like, like the politics.
Yeah.
Like, they're very conditioned to just lay down and just go with whatever's, being told. And so
Yeah,
for
but this
them
was
to
in the
riot,
'90s. A lot of people were different in the early '90s, man. A lot
well,
of
people
people
were
fucking
people
like
in the '90s.
yeah, well, you know, all those people who were out there rioting in the '90s are fucking old people now, and now their kids are, you know, peacefully protesting with
Now
fire
the kids
bombs.
are fucking sheeple. The sheeple.
But, yeah, dude, fucking, that was one of see, like, I never owned Live Shit, Binge, and Purge. That huge box with, like,
Yeah,
the
dude, I remember as a kid,
you
like, going,
know
"Holy shit, look at that fucking thing."
I know, and I wanted that so bad, man.
Yeah,
That
that
shit
was
was
like the
expensive.
holy grail because we didn't have the money for
Yeah,
that shit. That was like
exactly, and it's like, I had a friend who actually had it, you know, and it was like, I think it you know, I think it was, like, something that
burn
they
me a
got for, like,
copy. Like,
him and his, like, other him and his brothers or something like that, and I remember watching some of it, and I'm like, "Wow, this is cool." Just watching Metallica, like, do live performances and stuff like that, and I think it was, like, you could either get it with VHS tapes and audio cassettes or VHS tapes and CDs. Of course, back then, the CD version of it was more expensive,
of
you
course,
know? And I'm sure you could buy it now, but it's not the same. You know, it's like when when Ozzy came out with that live album, and it was like a double CD, but it was in like a case that looked like the front of it, it was like almost like you know what like a steelbook
mhm,
looks like for like it looked like something like that, but it had like a screen over it that was like that made it look like a speaker,
yeah.
you know? And that was part of it. Like it was like, you know, you could feel it through the plastic that it was like rigid, you know? And, you know, I was at the music stores, my mom, her friend, and it was like, you know, it was like I think it was a Wednesday, so I think we got out of school early that day, and you know, we went to this store, and she's like, "Oh yeah, pick something out," and I picked that, and I'm and like I don't remember what happened, like why it couldn't happen. Yeah,
I
just like
want
your
this
aunt,
one
like
right here. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I'll
Dude, what
take
do you
this, but
want?
there,
This one.
yeah, exactly. Like I wanted that so bad because it was I mean, first of all, it was Ozzy, it was
Yeah.
metal, and it was like just such a cool looking, you know, now obviously it's not the same. It's just like that regular double disc thing, you know. But something happened. I don't know if it was like the card got declined or some shit, whatever, but like didn't go home with it. So I
It
was so
sucks, man.
upset about
'Cause I
that.
know you
Yeah.
know how bad, like, it's like, "Oh, I want this. This is the one thing I
Yeah.
want."
You're right, and it's like you don't think about it back then, you know, you don't think about it when something comes out, you don't look at something and be like, "You know how much money this is gonna be worth one day?" No, you're like, "Oh, this is
Oh,
cool, I
fuck,
want
you
it."
never think of it. Yeah, we just want it.
Yeah,
Like, it's
exactly, it's like when you think about, like, all the toys that we owned, all the toys that we bought back then, and it's like, you see what people are selling it for on eBay in the box or in the case, like and there are people who will fucking spend the money for it. It's
dude,
ridiculous, like
it's ridiculous, man. Like, it's like, dude, even on a smaller scale, Poison the Well, right? One of my favorite bands, they just dropped that album, so I was looking for shirts, and the shirt I have that's like a medium that I wanna get a large, people selling that shirt for like $100. I'm like, "Holy
and
shit."
well, the
Like,
problem with that is that people will actually pay that.
yeah.
At some point,
Dude,
someone's
like
gonna break
200,
down and be
200,
like,
and then my shirt's
"Yeah."
in great condition. I'm like, "Shit, I could fucking sell this
I
too."
mean, dude, I'm at the point where, like, I don't give a shit. I'll buy a fucking bootleg shirt. Fuck it. It's still a shirt. It's like, what's the
Dude, I'm
difference?
all for T Public shirts. Let me get a T Public shirt.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm not even talking about T Public shirts. Like, I bought a few shirts off of eBay, not realizing that they were bootleg until I got them. And it's not because the quality was bad or anything. It's just because I didn't realize that they weren't official
Well,
shirts,
dude, I
but they
mean,
were still
this goes
cool.
back to, like, us being, young adults, and for those out there that used to, go to shows in the '90s, like, the best were bootleg shirts because they were, like, half the price of the shirts inside the venue. Like, you'd be outside, there'd be some dude with shirts draped over his arm, and it's a concert shirt, but it's, like, $20 as opposed to, like, 50 inside the fucking
Oh, dude,
venue.
I mean, like,
I would get them all the
yeah.
time. There's no shame in the game.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah, absolutely not, man. It's like it's still from that show. It's like when I went to see, Roger Waters,
yeah,
you know, it was either buy a freaking $40 T-shirt inside a Yankee Stadium, or I think the guy outside was selling them for, like, 10, maybe 15.
dude,
I
they
was
were
like,
so cheap
you
out
know?
there. And I'm like, the shirt. You look at the shirt. I'm like, it's a shirt. Like it's
Exactly, man.
like,
It's like
who cares about
when
if
I
it's got
saw
official stamp or something on it? It's
exactly, man. It's like, I mean, dude, it's funny, like, alright, like, when I saw Tool,
Mhm.
same thing. Guy was selling long sleeve T-shirt outside. I'm like, this is a fucking metal T-shirt."
Yeah.
You know, it had, like, the designs on the arm too, and I'm like, "Fuck it, yeah, give me it." You know,
Fuck yeah, dude.
because the T-shirts inside were, like, 50, $60. I'm like, "Get the fuck outta here, it's 50, $60."
Just you know what's
It's like, you know
fucked
how much
up?
this ticket cost, you
Yeah.
know? And on top of that, you know, you want me to spend, like, 50, $60 for a T-shirt?
Dude, and well,
I'm like,
it's also the fallacy, because it's the fallacy of being a band, like, because you don't get money from ticket sales. Well, your record company gets all the money. So, all your money comes from touring. So, being paid to tour and the merch. So, merch is always, like, triple the fucking price.
yeah. I mean,
Eh,
dude, there are certain bands that I will buy the official stuff. Like, when I saw the Misfits,
same. But I'm saying, like, if I
got
could find
all
something
official
that's
stuff.
equal, like, in other words,
Yeah.
like, a good shirt that's half the price, I would definitely buy that too.
Yeah, I mean, like, seeing Tool was awesome. Tool was awesome live, they were great, but, like, I'm not I'm not like that kind of fan where it's like, "Oh, I gotta have the official shirt." Like, I was cool with the lot shirt, you know? Same thing with Roger. I love Roger Waters, I love The Wall, you know, it was after seeing him do The Wall live, and I'm like, "It's like, these shirts are expensive." You know, it was like $50 for a T-shirt. I'm like, "I'm not doing that." I'll just, you know,
Dude, I
I'll
have
just
that Raglan, The Dark Side of the Moon, and I'm like, I got that, for like 30. If they were to sell that, if I was, like, at a venue, that'd probably be like $80 right there.
Oh, yeah, dude,
And
I
this
mean,
stage, nah, probably not 100.
I have a cool Pink Floyd The Wall raglan that I think I got it off of eBay. And, yeah, I mean, dude, it's cool. It's white with black sleeves, but it's fitting, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, the color scheme for it is fitting.
Yeah, yeah.
You know how, like, sometimes they'll put a shirt in white with black sleeves and it's like, that doesn't look right? Like, that's one of those rare times where, like, a white shirt with black sleeves works perfectly. And because The Wall is my album, as far as
Yeah.
Pink Floyd goes, that's my fucking album.
Right,
I
fucking
remember first time
legendary
listening
album.
to that yeah, first time listening to that the whole way through,
Yeah.
like, it just fucking touched my soul in a way that, like, I hadn't at that point, my soul hadn't been touched by music, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like, you know, I was already into Metallica, and it was like this is when I was, like, starting to get into, like, more of the classic stuff, and when I heard that album, I listened to that beginning to end, I'm like, "This album is incredible. This album is perfect." It's a perfect album.
I've been cycling through, like, some of my favorite, like, some of my all-time favorite bands going back to the first album, and going back to, like, the time where when you first listen to them, you're like, "Man," like, like, we both had them, like, and some the same album, and, for you and me, also different albums, but the first time you heard the album, like, the first time you heard a song and your mind just exploded, and you went, "This is instantaneously one of my all-time favorite bands."
Yeah.
And, so I was doing that with a lot of my favorite because, Facebook, I joined that new metal, so that new metal group, so everything's, all the stuff I love, like Head PE and Static X, and I've been going back and just for fun, like pretending that this is my first time with the album and just listen to that first song off the first album and going, "Wow, I totally forgot about how awesome it was when you first listened to that."
Oh,
Especially
yeah, dude. I mean, with
especially
the
being
first
new, what I mean? Like that, like, not going back and being like, "Oh, let me forget about this band. Let me just," but, like, this
yeah,
is you just get it and you're
yeah.
like, "Okay, what is this gonna sound like?"
Yeah, I mean, when I first fully heard Pink Floyd The Wall, the album, like, my one of my cousins just brought over, like, a ton of, like, cassette tapes,
Yeah.
and, The Wall was a double cassette, as it was a double CD, you know? So, one of my friends, she's like, "Oh, that's a great album." She's like, "But the 2nd tape is better than the first." I'm like, "Okay, I'll be the judge of that." And
Yeah, it's like,
I'll be the judge of that.
I
I
love when
mean, dude,
people
I listened
automatically
to
say that. You're not
yeah.
gonna this one sucks.
And well, that's the thing, and it's like, I get it. I get because, the second side has Comfortably Numb
Yeah.
and,
Love that
what
song.
else was
That
on it? Yeah, I mean, it's got all of those songs on it. I mean, but the first side's like the crazy side,
mhm.
where it's got, like, One of My Turns,
It's
"Walk
the
to the bedroom in the suitcase on the left, you'll find my favorite ex." I'm like,
it's the
"I
volatile
like
one.
this."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It has all the walls on it,
All the
Uh,
walls.
well,
Knock
the
down
wall
this
part 1,
Fargan
2, and 3,
wall, this Fargan wall.
Yeah. The we don't need
Yeah, yeah.
no education.
Dude, love the Lane Staley one, man. Remember I think that was that before he was that the last thing he recorded before he died?
I don't know, but what was
Or
it
was
for the
found dead?
faculty, right? It was for the faculty, the movie The
Yeah.
Faculty?
I
Yeah.
think that was his last recording. I could be no, obviously, don't
I
quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure
Right.
that was either one of the last, if not the last known recording of him, like, when he was still able to physically walk into, like, a fucking booth and sing
Well,
and,
dude, I
actually
mean, like,
record something.
I even liked I even liked Korn's version of it because they did all 3 wall songs in it, you
Mhm.
know? So I thought that was cool. I
I mean,
enjoyed that.
I like Korn, like, obviously, they're not my never been one of my favorite bands, but solid band.
Yeah, dude, it took me a while to even get into them. I didn't get into them until, Freak on a Leash. Like, I know
Same.
that, it was off of
I
Follow
think we
the
talked about this
Leader.
prior, but yeah, same.
Yeah. Well, dude, I remember we both listened
I
to it,
hated
like,
dude, I'm
dude.
gonna be honest, like, I said this
Yeah.
before, hated them when they first came out because I thought, to me, one of the dumbest songs, despite the cool intro, was Blind. I just thought the song was so dumb. Love the
Yeah.
beginning, it's a
Dude, I
hyped
get
up
it.
beginning, but,
Yeah.
like, I just didn't like, I didn't care for them, and it wasn't until Freakin' a Leash came out that I actually was like, "Wow, that's a really fucking cool song," and then I bought
Dude,
Follow the
yeah,
Leader, and
especially
that's
that
a solid album, dude.
yeah, that breakdown riff, go dun, dun.
Yeah.
When
Dude,
I
you and
heard
I
that, I'm
both.
like,
I think
"Dude,
half of America was like, "Whoa." I'm like, "What
dude,"
is this?"
and it was dude, and it was such a simple riff,
So
but it was
simple,
just
but you
so heavy, and
feel
it
it.
just, like
Yeah.
exactly, that's, like, one of those, like, riffs that just kinda, like, touch you, you're like, "Whoa, I dig that." But
Dude, it
I didn't buy that album until later because the first Korn album that I actually owned was Issues,
yeah,
and that
yeah.
album was fucking awesome. That
That's
was a
another
great
yeah,
fucking album.
masterpiece album, dude, yeah. That was the last time I had for them, like, because after that, I kinda dropped off with them, you know?
Yeah,
And
so yeah,
they
after
kept
that, they
churning
had that
music out, but I just haven't
yeah.
listened to them.
Yeah, after that, they had that, I don't know if it was a best of album, but they had, like, stuff on it that, like, previously
I think
unreleased, like, that had
Untouchables
that
was the last album after that, right?
I don't know, because it had that s maybe because I know it had their version of Word Up,
Mhm.
you know, "Tell me what's the word up?"
Was that the song that was on Take a Bite Out of Rhyme?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't remember them being on that, but I know Word Up was on it, it had the 3, Wall songs on it also, but I think the rest of it was, like, a greatest hits album. You know how those greatest hits albums
I
go,
just
it's like
I look, once again, I haven't seen the album of Take a Bite Out of Rhyme, but it just felt like that's one of those songs that was on it.
yeah, I don't think so though, because, I mean, it's not r is it really considered a rap song though?
I don't know, it just sounds like one of those hip hop things, like the
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, I mean, like, I did get to see Korn live. I saw them, Stained opened for them, and
ugh,
the Stained was Stained no, but dude, like, Stained was really good. They were really good live,
I know,
and
it's more of a disdain I have for them as a whole, now than back then. I mean, I love
yeah,
their first album was good. Dysfunction.
yeah, and when Korn came out, they at the time, it was like the world record for the loudest sound system any band ever used, on tour.
What does that mean?
It was like 1998, so it's like, I'm sure it's been beaten, but I don't know, like, what
No, but that's like, dude, in football, like Seattle, they for a while had the record of the loudest stadium. Like, the fuck does that? What does that? Like, okay, and like,
Yeah, and
congratulations.
I remember Stained came out and did a song with Korn just so they could, like, play on that system, you know? I'm like, "Oh, that's cool," you know?
Yeah, man, fucking Corn, man, dude. That riff was so cool that you almost didn't pay attention to the whole. Like, it's like, what the fuck is that shit? Go.
Go!
Yeah, it is like they were fucking cool, man. And of course, I went back. Life is Peachy, first album, and like, gained appreciation for them. Love those first two
Yeah, I
albums.
did the same thing, yeah, because, like, back when those albums did come out, like, everybody was, like, all on their dicks,
Yeah, and
you
I
know?
see even then when people were on that train, I immediately jumped off. I'm like,
Yeah,
whether I like it or
exactly.
not, I just didn't want.
Yeah.
I hated being part of the fucking crowd.
Right, yeah. I don't follow the crowd. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. Like, I remember one of our buddies, you know, that album, he's like, "Dude, what do you think? Should I get the Korn album or the Foo Fighters album?" I'm like, "Dude, go with Foo Fighters." Because I was like, "Ah, dude, I'm not about Korn at all." But again, years later
Not even
when
on
Issues came
pizza.
out yeah.
Well, dude,
But
the Korn.
that was when the first Foo Fighters album came out, which was a great album, you know?
Yeah, I love the dude, the first album was solid, man.
But the thing was, like, so many people liked Big Me. Like, good song. It was just like, but that was the one that, like, everybody I knew was in love with. I'm like, "Dude, what
Well, that
about
was
I'll
like the
Stick
pop
Around?"
song. That was like the
Yeah, but it's like Stick Around was such a better song because it
stick
was, like,
well, that's the first
heavier.
one they dropped, and I love
Yeah,
that fuck I was hooked to
so
that
did
song.
I. So did I, and it was like even when Red Hot Chili Peppers came out with One Hot Minute, everybody was
That was a
all up
weird album,
on.
dude.
Yeah, everybody was all up on Aeroplanes. Like all my friends in high school, they were all up on Aeroplanes. I'm like, "Dude, Warped is a fucking dope song." Like,
Dude,
that
Warped is
song
the
is
best song
fucking
on the
heavy.
album.
Yeah, that I mean, dude, even My Friends was a great song. Like, I love that song.
I might listen, like,
But
I love Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like, I actually genuinely love their music. I think they're a fucking awesome band. Like, I've gone back, like and it wasn't like you're dude, growing up for us, watching the '90s, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, who didn't love that? You know what I mean? It was
yeah, yeah,
superimposed on us
yeah.
because they had every song in that album was a single, like a video.
Yeah,
I'm being
almost there.
hyperbolic, but it really was. It was like half the fucking album was like on like, and I loved it. And I loved Arcadium was it Arcadium Stadium?
Stadium
Stadium
Arcadium, yeah.
Arcadium? That double dude, I BitTorrented that whole shit and I listened. I was like, dude, that's a real I love that double album. That
Well,
was
I
awesome.
mean, dude, I was gonna get, Blood Sugar Sex Magic on vinyl, but I had their greatest hits album, and I'm like, I think Red Hot Chili Peppers is a great band, but the greatest hits album for me is enough
Mhm.
because it has all the songs that you know, and there's nothing wrong with the other songs on Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Great fucking album. You know, it's one of those classic albums at this point, you
Yeah.
know? But all I really need is what's on the best of, you know, because you got their version of Higher Ground,
Mhm.
of course, Under the Bridge, which as right, that's I mean, I one of but see, it's like I love the bass line to that, so it's like whenever I hear it, I'm like, "Alright, cool," because like, I was able to figure that one out myself, and, what was the one from Coneheads? Soul to Squeeze?
Yeah.
Love that fucking song. Another great bass line in a Red
I
Hot
mean,
Chili Peppers song.
let's acknowledge Flea is an awesome bassist. Like,
He really is, man.
I mean, he
There's
may be a
no
weirdo, he may look like Beavis with, the tidy whities, but he is an awesome bassist.
He really is, man, and just listening to some of the stuff that he does and, like, playing along to it, learning some of it without reading tabs or watching a YouTube video to learn it, there's, like, some kind of, a real sense of accomplishment, you know? So, I mean, I remember when I was taking bass lessons back when I was, in high school and shit, and my bass teacher teaching me, like, just, like, the opening riff for, Soul to Squeeze, and then, at the time, I was, like, really ambitious as a bass player. I'm like, "I'm gonna go home and learn this now." And it's like then there's learning sort of learning Higher Ground, like, just the opening, the slap and pop part, but always respected Flea and loved Flea as a bass player. Guy is outstanding. I mean, were you ever into the Mars Volta?
Not really, I couldn't get into that
Well,
shit, man.
because I mean, like, dude, when they came out with that song, "The Widower," I loved
Mhm.
that song. I thought that song was
I've heard
great.
a few songs that were okay, I just couldn't get
Yeah.
into it as a band. Like, I just it's
Yeah, yeah, same.
like, cause like,
But it was
when you
like
heard a song, I'm like whenever you and I are probably similar, like, you'll hear a song you like, so naturally you wanna, like, "Let me check out the album,"
yeah.
and with I heard the rest of them, I just the sound, it's like I remember that one video, it was like the performance of them on, like, I don't know what could have been who had a lot of those type of performances? Was that, David Letterman? Might have been Letterman. They
Oh,
performed
Conan O'Brien always had, like,
Conan had
newer up
definitely a
and
lot of those
coming,
bands too.
bands. I mean, like, he was the first person that I think he was the first, probably even the only talk show that had Slipknot on
Mm.
his show.
Well, with that,
Mastodon,
yeah, yeah. Like, there's, like, the heavy bands. I remember when the Mars Volta came out, um, there was that one video that somebody did the Mars Volta shreds. Do you remember the shreds videos? Like, the
No,
Creed shreds and no?
no.
So, I okay, so, not that I know all the details about this, but somewhere around, I don't know, mid to late 2000s, there was a series of videos that came out, and they were under what you would, loosely utilize as a band, and then it followed with shreds, and basically, it was a video of that band where somebody meticulously went over the vocals, went over the sound to correlate with the visual in the most ridiculous fashion possible. So in other words, kind of like actually the closest thing you could really think of as far as what I'm relaying is bad lip reading, right? Bad lip reading came out,
Okay, okay.
and bad lip reading was one of those pioneers in which they did the exact same thing, but just more specifically, less about music per se, and more about just like the audio. So like they had the NFL ones where they would literally mimic the voice, mimic the movements of the mouth to say the most ridiculous things to make it look like and sound like that's what they're saying, and they were very effective at it. Like bad lip reading, great channel. I'm sure they're still
Yeah,
going strong, but
yeah.
when that first came out, man, it was one of the funniest things ever. So Creed Shreds was the same thing. They sat there and they made this video where you had Scott Stapp going and making all these weird noises, and then you see him playing, and it's all these clunky sounds, and it's the most absurd stuff. But they aligned the sound to match what they're playing.
Okay. I've seen stuff like that on, like, Instagram,
Right.
shit like that.
It's been around
You
for
know,
a while,
especially
but there was
yeah,
that I
yeah.
don't know who it was personally, but it started with Creed shreds, did a bunch of them, they did Mars Volta shreds, did Slipknot shreds, and they kinda canvassed, a wider range of bands, some better than others, like, one of the more notable ones was the Creed one, the Slipknot one was hilarious, and the Mars Volta one was hilarious. And that one, I remember I had to watch the real one just to hear what it sounded like. And the music's so chaotic that it wasn't far off. I'm like, the Shreds
Right,
one's
yeah,
actually
yeah.
pretty much the same shit. Just the vocals a little bit more wacky.
That's funny. I mean, but before I get into what I wanted to one of the other things I want to say, the reason I brought up Mars Volta is because on the song The Widower, Flea played the trumpets on it.
Mhm.
Just wanted to say that. That's
What a
all.
random, like, "Hey, Flea,
Yeah,
wanna
it
play
was
trumpets
random.
for"
Yeah,
"I like
exactly. Because
trumpet."
I remember reading like the notes and it said trumpets Flea, and I'm like, what? Really? But
What a
have you ever
bragging
heard?
right.
Do you remember Buffalax?
Buffalex?
Buffalax? Yeah, Buffalax.
I'm
Buffalax
not even sure
was
what that
this.
is. Is that a
All right,
band?
so Buffalax was this page on YouTube, this channel on YouTube, I should say, where what what they would do is they would take a song, like an Indian song, and they would translate it, like, there would be captions on the bottom, but they wouldn't translate what they were saying from Indian to English or
So
Hindi, is that's the
so
language,
so they
Hindi?
kinda shreds it, like, they just make a
Mhm.
ridiculous
They basically the captions on the bottom are what it sounds like they're saying in English.
Okay, yeah,
And it
yeah.
is one of the most hilarious things that you've ever seen. Like, I'm sure you've seen that Indian Thriller video,
Yeah.
right? Dude, if you look up Buffalax and you find the Thriller video, there's that, and it's like there was that, there was, Benny Lava, which isn't really the name of the song, but it sounds like what the guy is
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. Yeah, it's the
So
same
it's
thing
like
as shreds. It's just them going over and perfectly lining up something
no, no,
absurd.
no, no, they're not singing over it. They're
No, no,
not
no, but
it's
I'm
like
saying
the
they're
actual
using yeah, like the
it's the actual song with
yeah,
captions of what it sounds like
right.
in
They're not
in
doing it
in English,
auditorially, but
yeah.
they're doing visually, like, they're just
Right,
yeah, no,
yes.
I get what you're saying.
So it's like and it becomes one of those things while you're reading it and you're listening, it's
Yeah, you
hilarious,
can't unhear it.
and it's like, yeah, you can't unhear it,
Yeah, it's like
exactly.
we often talk about it. We talked about this before, like, how, like, I've told you many, like, years, I'm the first person to mishear something,
Oh, yeah,
like, it
dude,
doesn't
me
have to be
too,
a
man.
foreign language. It could just be like, how many times, like, remember Bush, bamboo wombats? I thought for the longest time he said bamboo wombats in
I thought it
Glycerine.
was Admiral Wadika.
Bamboo wombats.
I thought it was Admiral Wadika.
But that's yeah, it's like the mishearing thing. It's
Yeah. Mhm. Oh, dude,
100% that.
one of the greatest misheard lyrics videos that I have seen is "Yellow Ledbetter" by Pearl Jam.
Which line?
The whole
Oh,
song.
the whole song.
The
Okay.
whole song. Someone
Oh,
took the
dude,
whole
is
song.
that's the one that ba-dum. If that's because if that's the one, there's that video.
Hey, hey, can you see them?
Yeah. There's that great video. Dude, I think we passed it back and forth. It was the one where it's
We may
people's
have.
names, and it's just like it's people's names with him singing
No,
over
no,
it.
no, no, not
Oh,
not like the Facebook people's names, like, it's just
that
like
one was
everything
hilarious.
dude, every line in that song, there's a different picture
Yeah.
that pops up. Like,
Dude, the names
it's
one
like,
killed me,
alright,
though, at Eddie Vedder.
okay, like, for instance, when, when it says like, right before it goes to the solo, he says, "Make me cry, like you'll see on the screen, you see McDonald's French fries, and it says "Make me fries," and that's exactly what it sounds like. And at the end of the song, he's like, oh. He's like, I don't want to slay, and it's like, I don't want to Slayer, and they show the band Slayer, and then he says it again, and they show Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and it's hilarious. It's like, I don't know all the words yet, and it's just like, if you look that one up, dude, it is one of the most hilarious things I have ever seen.
Dude, that's
I
like the
mean,
fucking shit. What was the video I just sent you yesterday? It was that Asian chick. She had the one that's like a dreams of war, dreams of lies, dreams of dragons, fire,
yeah,
and a baked apple
baked apple
pie. Yeah,
dude. Like, I always wanted to do one of those videos because there's a lot. It's like I haven't seen it. I'm sure it's been done, but like, you know the song, what do you call it? John Mellencamp, Jack and Diane.
yeah,
You know, gonna let it rock, let it roll.
yeah.
So sing that song. It's like,
I know
I
the
think he
song,
says,
but I
hold
don't
on
know
to
what
16.
line.
As long as you can, change will come around real soon. Naked swimming in men.
Ugh.
That's what it sounds like. And there's also, what is it? The Bee Gees. You should be dancing. Like right before it goes into the chorus, you hear, it sounds like you saying, jism on your dick. Ah,
This is
jism on your
probably
dick.
what they did back then.
You should be
It's a very Bee
dancing.
Gees thing to do.
Yeah. Jism on your dick. And it echoes like, jism on your dick and your dick and your dick.
Oh my god, reverberated.
Oh, it
Jism.
was pointed out whenever that song's on. It's like if I'm at work and like the radio's on, whatever. I'm like, I go, this is where he says "jism on your neck." They're like, "What? Jism on your neck?"
And that's one
They're
thing
like,
you
now I
can't
can't unhear
unhear.
that. You cannot
You're
unhear that
welcome.
now.
Saved you some time.
Oh, dude, that dude is my new hero. I swear
yeah, it's
that dude's
funny.
my new hero. And it's
He
like
found
whenever
his
I see
niche.
it,
He found lock down
yeah,
your niche.
dude. That is exactly what I need
Saved
when
you
I'm
some
on
time.
Instagram. I don't want to, because you know how sometimes on Instagram they give you the little bar where you could fast forward it. A lot of times I'll do that. It's like someone's starting like a project. And I'm like, all right, I just want to see the end product.
Well, you kind of have to because the problem is it became this whole predatory practice in which because they make more money when you stay on, so it's like they do these videos that and it really started with Facebook video where you have these fucking assholes that make these videos where they're either cooking something that is or making something that has no value and it's just there and they just prolong it just so you watch like for 15 minutes for no finish. Like
Yeah. Yep.
and it's like and then they're laughing their ass. There was that one asshole, he's such a scumbag. I can't remember his name, but he like I watched like 2 videos and then by the second one I'm like, "Okay, I'm not giving you any more of the satisfaction of watching your stupid shit." But he would, do those videos. They would make something where it's like, "I'm gonna watch, I'm gonna do this," and he would keep like just doing nothing of value, there'd be no payoff. Like, and that was the whole point. And then now I seen him circle around. He's a magician or some shit, and he's doing stupid. Yeah, that dude's such a scumbag. I don't care if he's a father. Like, dude, you have the worst demonic predatory practice of baiting people with your videos, and that is. I don't care if you made money for it. You're a fucking scumbag.
Dude, and I hate those videos where it's like, the top 5 greatest songs of 1992 or whatever. And then it's like 5, 4. And then when they get to 2, and it's like, before I show you part number 1, make sure you like, share, and subscribe
Yeah.
this page. And number 1, check out our next video.
Dude, what about the AI videos now? Because I listen to a lot of them where they'll start off and going, I know you're wondering what they found deep in the cave in 1988. We'll talk about that soon, but first, and because they want you to wait,
Yeah.
you're not going to find out about that cave until the end of the video. When you do, they're going to tell you nothing about it.
Right. And that's when I turn off.
Yeah.
When I watch a video and it's taking, the video's long, I find out that I feel like the video is too long and there's no scroll option on the bottom to like scroll past to the end. I'm not watching your shit anymore. You can go fuck yourself.
Dude, it's like on Kill Tony. You have a comedian up there and they have this really shitty setup and they're just set up. And then there's no fucking punchline. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like,
yeah. Dude, I
it's
mean,
like, that's the same thing with those videos.
yeah. And it's whenever I don't have the option to fast forward, I'm just like, all right, fuck this. And the thing is, it's like, I don't know if the person who posts it is the one who determines whether or not they want to give people the option, or if Instagram and Facebook are just like, you know what? we don't want people to fast forward through this one. They need to sit and watch the rest of this and find out exactly how we stuff teddy bears.
Right. And then and food. Like, okay, so with that dude
Always
that
food,
I was
yeah.
telling you about, like, I don't remember his name now, but, like, now I remember I saw a video, scrolling past, and he's at his house, and he does all this stupid shit in his house, and all this wacky stuff, and apparently at some point he was a magician too, and I'm like, "Well, why don't you make yourself disappear?" But there's the other chick that fucking she's like this, like, cadaverous looking, like, redhead, and she makes food, and it's these long, like, 15-minute videos. Like, she have, like, a grill out there, and she'll put, like, ice cream on the grill and fucking crackers, and she makes this, like, Frankenfood garbage, and you'll have the fucking comments going, "Oh, that looks delicious." I'm like, "Yeah, eat that. Take a bite of that shit at the end." And she's like, "It's so good." I'm like, "Yeah, you're gonna spit
Dude,
that shit out after the camera turns off."
dude, it's so funny because, like, I was just about to mention one, and this might be the same person. I don't know, but she got, like, a barbecue grill outside, but
And she
it's
makes
it's
everything
like
on it, like, she throws everything on it, and
so
it's
what this
disgusting.
woman did was she put popcorn
Criminal.
kernels
Yeah.
and Werther's original hard candies and made caramel popcorn that way, and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, but here's okay, so
It was
it's
like a grill on top of the barbecue,
yeah,
you know what I
it's the
mean?
flat
And
grill,
it's like yeah,
the flat top.
exactly,
It's
yeah.
dude, she okay, that
Wait, so is it like her doing is it her doing the cooking and, like, someone else is filming it, like her husband
something
or
like
something
that.
like that? Yeah,
There's I
so it's
mean,
probably the
there's
same
multiple
woman.
people, but there's the one in particular that I always see. She's like a
It's
crackhead
probably the same
Lucille
one.
Ball, like, it's like that. She has that
I think you're
reddish
right.
hair,
I think
and
yeah.
she's cadaverous, like, she's got the gaunt face, and she throws like, the problem is this, and this is like a lot of things, but it's almost like the borderline sophistic nature where what she's doing is not a bad concept, but how she's doing it is horrific, and they know it. Like, they're
Yeah.
intentionally provoke engagement, and she's like, she'll throw gummy bears and fucking like on a flat on that flat grill, and just the weirdest conglomerate of shit, and it just melts into this amalgamation of just it looks like just like monster vomit, and just it and she'll fucking scoop it up
Yeah.
and throw it in the fucking plate, goes, "What a great snack to enjoy in the summer." I'm like, "Yeah, eat all of that
Gross.
and not throw up."
Yeah. It's like you
There's
just
another
ruin
one,
your
her and a
grill just to
daughter
get
do the same
likes.
shit. They make this ridiculous food, knowing full well that half the comments are gonna be like, "What the fuck is this slop?" And then
Yeah,
then
but
the people
then you
defending that, "How dare you?
exactly. Yeah.
How dare you? That's a good recipe." I'm like, "Yeah, you make it
Yeah,
and
see,
eat it."
like I come upon, the Portnoy pizza reviews, and sometimes they're posted by, like, other people, and there was a video where alright, there was one where, like, this pizzeria gave him this, they call it, like, the hangover cake, the Italian hangover cake, and he's like, "Well, I don't really do cake," and he eats it, and he's like, "Holy shit, this just blew my balls off." He gave it, like, a 9.2 or
Yeah.
something like that, and I just
I remember
commented
that because the pizza sucked to him,
yeah,
right? But he loved the dessert.
the cake, yeah, I don't remember if the pizza sucked, I just remember that he loved the cake, and,
Yeah.
I
I could be
commented, I'm
wrong, I've
like
watched so many of his because he's
yeah,
fucking
exactly.
hilarious. I enjoy him.
Yeah. And, I just said, I think this is one of my favorite reviews because it caught him by surprise. He's like, "Oh, my balls just fell off," like one of those. But then there was one where he was outside this pizzeria that someone else posted this video, posted his video, and he opens up the box, and it looks like a Sicilian slice with the cheese on top that wasn't melted. It looks like they just threw the cheese on top of
Yeah,
it and the hot
barely heated it
pizza
up, right? Yeah.
right, but the hot pizza is what made it melt even a little bit. So, he gave it like a 7.2, and I'm like, "A 7.2 and they didn't even melt the cheese." And, someone's like, "Well, it's not bad, uh, it's just the way this place does things, it's good, it's different, but they're like this restaurant's in a category on their all on their own." I'm like, "Yeah, no, that's cool, that's just not my thing."
Yeah.
So, then someone else comments, is like, "Well, just because it's not fully heated doesn't mean it's cold," and does like the face palm.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, "No, that might be true, that's just not my thing." It's like me personally, I like to have the cheese fully melted because I've 'cause whenever I get a slice of pizza up the block from me, I always tell them not to heat it up because
Yeah, you
I'm
wanna take
not
it
gonna
home.
eat it as soon as
Yeah.
I get home, yeah.
That's
And
wasting it. You don't let it cool. It's
exactly, so it's like, "Don't give me a hot slice, give me the cold slice, but put extra cheese on it." And there's been times where I'll put it in the oven, and the cheese isn't fully melted, but I'm hungry, and I don't wanna, like, run back to the oven and put it back in for another 5, 10 minutes, whatever it is.
yeah, you've gone too
So
far.
yeah,
We're just
exactly,
going
yeah,
in. We're doing it. We're doing
exactly.
live.
But yeah, but even then, it's like, it's not that good to me, so it's like, listen, I've reheated slices where I didn't fully let the cheese melt, and it's just not my taste. And he just responds with 2 double face palms. It's like,
Yeah.
"What am I wrong? Like, is that what like, are you telling
You're
me,
wrong
like,
for having
that's
a
what"
preference? It's like
it's like, I'm sorry, is, like, my own taste wrong when I say it? Like, are you face palming me because I'm wrong about my opinion on something? Like, I don't get it. I didn't even respond. Like, I
it's
really
not
just wanna
worth
be like,
responding.
"Dude."
That's
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's like, look, you're trying to get something out of me because we're talking about food, you know? And that's the thing. It's like people get so defensive over food, especially again, I know I've mentioned this numerous times. When I say pineapple doesn't belong on pizza, I swear it's like you just
pineapple's particularly divisive though, because there's a lot of people that fucking like you're not allowed to not like it. It's like you have to love pineapple and pizza. I'm not a fan.
well, there's
I don't
that.
mind it, but I'm not a
Yeah.
fan. I know you particularly hate it, which I don't blame you. It's not bad, but dude, for example, going back to that cadaverous bitch and the other girl with it, they'll make a food, right? Like you'll see these a lot of, and it's not just them. There's a lot of people out there making slop food intentionally. But one of the biggest things they do that to me I find particularly egregious is when they take like a bag of fucking Lay's potato chips and put it in a fucking pot of water and make like mashed potatoes out of it. I'm like,
No, dude, I've seen
and it's
that. That's
disgusting.
gross.
Dude, it's
That's
like making
fucking
a baked
gross.
potato from Pringles. It's like, what the fuck? There's a reason why they're chips. Like
Right.
you're not
Yeah.
gonna file them down into like a fucking, a mashed state in which they're good. And then they always eat it and do that fake, it's so good. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah,
You
fuck
know that's not
off.
good.
No, it's gross.
You know it's not good.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like I saw a video where someone was showing you how to properly heat pizza, and he boils the fucking pizza first before cooking. I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here
It's
with
like
that
boiling a
shit."
Pop-Tart. Like, what do you mean fucking
People are like, "Oh,
boil it?
yeah, no, you didn't know that? Oh my god, like, that's the best way to do it." It's like, "Fuck you with your boiled
Dude, it's
pizza.
all food trolls, dude. They're just
Fuck you with your fucking pineapple on your pizza. Fuck you with your fucking dark chocolate in the bolognese
God, these
and your raisins
criminals.
in your meatballs. Keep that shit the fuck away from me."
Criminals. Destroying, just massacring food.
Dude, I mean, it's like these
And they have
people who
like
are like,
thousands of dude, that video, right? Like that slop on the fucking flat grill, 800,000 fucking likes, views, 1,000,000
I mean,
subscribers.
Views, I understand because people are curious. It's like, all right, where is this fucking reject going with this shit?
Nowhere.
And then you finally get to the end, and it's like,
But they win because they get the engagement.
they do win because you watched it. I
Yeah.
watched it, and I'm like, I'm not watching. Dude, honestly, if I come upon a video, TikTok, Instagram, and I'm like, fuck this dude, I just block them. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's
That's your
like
best bet, man, because the algorithms will
I'm
fuck you
just
up.
so tired of seeing like so much of this dumb shit. And it's like, I was never in the habit of blocking people. I'm just like, whatever. If somebody's doing dumb shit, somebody even
It's
dumber
not
likes
okay
it.
though.
Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? I just don't want it on my algorithm. I don't want Instagram
That's
thinking
the
that I
new
like
age.
this
Dude, the
shit.
new age now. It's like I just get it off my algorithm.
You keep it away.
My wave, my wave. Where's your
Yeah. Anyway.
Jan got spirit. Yes, he do. Jan got spirit. How about
How
you?
about
Dude,
you?
you guys just
Dude, you just
lost.
lost.
Dude, I love that one. You guys just lost. And his
Jan
face,
the
like the one dude
cheerleading
didn't
man.
get it. He's like, huh?
Yeah. Jan the cheerleading man. If he can't do it, no one can.
Yeah, it's such a classic movie, man.
I love that movie. Bring it on. Bring it
Yeah.
on.
Remember the kid, the brother, like he was a little live action Bart
Oh, that
Simpson.
kid was
It's
hilarious,
like, what do you
dude. That
want? Leave
kid
me
was
alone.
so funny.
I would be listening on the other line, but it's something really important I have to tell you. What? He
Yeah.
farts. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Remember he jumps
Yeah.
off the fucking side of the counter to lift his ass up in the air to get it closer to her nose, and he rips
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
Thanks for listening. That kid
Yeah,
was
and it's
great.
like when he was, like, ripping on him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm trying to call him, he's busy." He's like, "Yeah, busy scamming on guys."
Yeah, yeah. It was so good, man. He was a live action Bart Simpson.
Dude, that whole movie was hilarious, man. I love Bring It On. I mean, that's when I, like, fell in love with
Eliza
Eliza Dushku.
Dushku. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite movie with her, or favorite show? Even
Oh, it's probably that. I mean, she
you
was
didn't like
just
Wrong
awesome in
Turn?
that. I mean, I never saw Wrong Turn.
Oh, you never
I get a
watched
lot
it?
of shit for that,
I
but
was
yeah, I
giving you.
never saw it.
It's funny too because I made a memo because I just watched it again, like after a while. I didn't realize that you couldn't relate to it because you didn't actually watch it.
Right, yeah,
I
no, I
was
never
ranting
saw the
about it. I
Wrong
was
Turn
like,
movies. Yeah, I know. I never saw the Wrong Turn movies, but I rushed to the
"There's always
theater to
Buffy."
see.
I mean, this is the
I
movie,
know.
but of course
Well,
the
dude, I
show.
loved her in well, because like I was it's not that I was against the show Buffy. It's not that I was against the Buffy show. It's just my brother loved it and I didn't want to love anything that he loved?
Mm,
So, I just remember
brotherly
like
hate.
seeing yeah, like I just remember seeing her in Bring It On, and I'm like, "She's fucking gorgeous. I love her. She is
But
beautiful. Like,
but
I'm
to
in
be
love with her."
fair, like, everyone in Bring It On was fucking gorgeous. Like,
Right, I mean, but oh, dude, especially, like, Gabrielle Union, like, I
yeah.
fucking thought she was
Dude, the crazy one too, I don't remember her name.
yes,
She was
like, the
super
shorter one.
sexy,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Which I think she's dead
Yeah.
now. I think she died years ago.
Oh my god, really?
I think so. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty
And
sure
then
that
there was that
actress
other
died.
one there was that other one who told the talk show host that, like, she, like, said something about her weight. She's like, "No, no, you look good just the way you are." You know, someone like,
Yeah.
she was cute too, you know? Um, oh, who was the one that, like, he's like, "You have good form. Send those compliments to your
Yeah.
ass."
That was my favorite one, that girl.
Darcy, right? Like, I think
Yeah,
that
I
was her
think it was
name, like,
Darcy,
the
yeah.
rich girl? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know which one you love the most, so I don't even have to
Actually, it was
ask,
her
so
and yeah, and, you know,
yeah,
but I love that one, like, dude, she was
yeah,
amazing. Report those
yeah,
compliments
but
to its ass to your ass before it gets so big, it forms its own website.
that's
You remember when he goes, "Everyone goes today, you go to everyone goes on a diet." He's like, "Why?" Because in oh, fuck, God, it's been so long. "In cheerleading, we throw people in the air, and fat people don't go as high. You should
yeah.
stop eating altogether." When he goes, "When you skip a meal, your body eats it, or eats its own fat cells. If you skip enough, maybe it'll eat that giant ass of yours." I'm paraphrasing, of course. It's
But
been a really long time since I've seen that movie, but
yeah, so when Soul Survivors came out,
dude, I just watched it the other day.
I read like, dude, I rushed to the
It's
theater
funny you
to
said
see
that. I
that
just
because
watched
she
it the
was
other
in it.
day, and it's I kinda pay attention. I like, you know, it's one of those where you kinda half watch it. It didn't really grab me, and
Yeah, it
I
wasn't
wanted to
that good
like
of a
it because the
movie.
filming it was
So did
filmed in that
I,
time,
yeah.
you know, it had that type of feel, the cast, the soundtrack, but I found it very underwhelming. It was
Yeah,
very
I mean, like,
mediocre writing.
I still bought the DVD when it came out, and it was, like, an extended version, so there was, like, more to the intro of it and shit, but, like
I really did get I wanted to like it. I was like,
yeah. Then there was also I think it was called City by the Sea
I it sounds familiar,
with
but I
Robert De Niro, what's his name? William Forsythe, right? William Forsythe
I mean,
from,
that's his name, if that's how you pronounce it, yeah. Deuce Bigelow was the
the for
cop. "You got
yes,
3
yes.
days,
You got
Bigelow."
3 days yeah, okay, so it is William Forsythe, okay.
Yeah, that's
So,
him.
yeah, he was in that, but then there was the new guy, I don't know if you ever saw the new guy with, DJ Qualls.
Yeah, I
Dude,
watched half of
that
that.
movie was good. That movie was good. I liked it. That movie
I'm
was
not a
funny.
it's you know what it is? It wasn't bad, but the main character was DJ Qualls. Not a fan.
That's fair. I mean, dude, you
I don't
know,
hate I'm
it's
not shitting on him. I'm just simply once again, this is like Disturbed, this is like Rush, things like that. I'm just not a fan. Don't
yeah,
hate
I
it.
mean, I get it. I get it. But like the movie was funny. I thought the movie was funny. I enjoyed it. It was one of those movies that like see, like I know it was like I don't remember if it was actually in the theater. And if it had a it had a short
It
run
might have had a theatrical
because
release,
it
but it was
didn't
definitely a small run.
right because I think the issue was that like it wasn't making money or it wasn't good enough because like I remember like I knew about the new guy and it took like a while for it to come out on DVD. So like I don't even think it was in the theater to be honest. But yeah, she was in that. She looked good in that movie too. I mean, dude, there was an episode of Big Bang Theory where she played like an FBI agent. Looked good, you know. I mean, there was even a movie that I saw that she was in when she was a kid. Actually, she was in This Boy's Life with Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro, and there was That Night with Juliette Lewis and C. Thomas Howell. I don't know if you saw those movies, but those are like, you know,
No.
when she was like when she was a
Was
kid, you
yeah,
know.
younger, yeah.
But those, you know, those were good movies too. I mean, enjoyable, you know? Dude, I think I had, like, maybe 3 copies of the Maxim magazine that she was in. You remember Maxim
Fuck yeah.
magazine?
Dude,
Yeah.
there was 3 at the time. There was because you always had, like, things in twos, like, you had a Pepsi Coke syndrome all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
So you
Yeah.
had Maxim, and then you had the other one that was out, and at this point now I used to have them back then, but I can't remember the names of any of those magazines, other than Maxim. What was there was the other one that was direct, like, that was just the same thing, and I remember I had subscriptions, you know, as a young adult, I had subscriptions to all of them, because
Yeah,
who
see,
didn't
like,
want women, like, you know, on magazines?
I feel like I know what you're talking about, I just can't think of it. But I think I had, like, at least 3 copies of the Maxim magazine that she was
But they
in.
were such a big
She
because,
looks
like
so good on that cover.
yeah, I have to look it up because I remember there was at least 2 other, magazines at that time that did the same exact thing.
I feel like I know what you're talking about, I can't think of it myself either, but
It was oh, man, because they were because the reason I remember because when you would be at the store with the magazines, they would compete. So, like, you would have, like, we have, Eliza Dushku on this, and then be like, well, we
Yeah.
have her. And it was such a big, like, like, that was the age of magazines. Like, that's where, like, that was a thing, Like, you had models. Remember models? Like, not like Instagram models and shit like that, like actual models, like, Cindy Crawford, all of them, the legends, if you will.
Oh, was it FHM for him magazine?
That was one. There was another one.
There
For
was
some reason, I'm thinking
Stuff,
because of the stuff. That was another. Yeah,
Details. That was it, wasn't it?
maybe details. Stuff was definitely the other one I was thinking of. Stuff
Oh,
was a
okay.
major one.
Because I remember Details. I remember Details was like just like it. Yeah,
Because I
Hustler,
yeah I mean, well, that's that's
Playboy,
going down the full route. Yeah,
Treats.
I always love the people that read Playboy. It's like, well, I read it. I love the articles. They have very good articles.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, and very good fucking tits and ass shot.
yeah. Oh, is that what's in those?
So I
Who's your
only
favorite
read
artist?
for the
Bon
articles.
Jovi. My favorite artist is Bon Jovi. I grew my bush just like his hairstyle. It was the 80s, man. Bush is
Stuff
making a comeback. No, but
Stuff is definitely one of those. But there really were a few, because that was the age of being men. Like, you had the fucking Man Show. Remember that? You had the
yeah.
fucking that channel,
I
which is
never I
always
never really watched the Man Show though.
it wasn't bad.
I was never really into it. Ziggy
Because, like,
Zaga, Ziggy Zaga, oi, oi, oi.
I was never a fan. Like, I even back then, I couldn't stand Jimmy Kimmel. Like, I hated him.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't
Loved Adam Carrera. I think he was fucking hilarious.
Corolla.
Carolla, sorry, yeah. Adam Carolla, yeah. But couldn't stand fucking Jimmy Kimmel. Didn't like him then.
I wasn't
Didn't
like
like him.
that was one of the turnoff things about that show. I mean, like even watching girls on trampolines, it's like, all right, well, big fucking deal.
Right.
I will say one of the I do remember one skit that I thought was hilarious. They were going around with a petition to end women's suffrage, and they got women to sign it. It's so funny. It's so funny how like Jimmy Kimmel like made jokes like that back then,
But
and
he did
it's
the
like,
blackface too and
yeah,
got away
that's
with
true.
that shit.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we could wrap this up now.
Episode 20
Episode 20.
and beyond.
Yeah. And that's it.
Yeah. Till next time.
Till next time. Salute.
Yeah. Cheers. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Storm here. I just want to thank you guys for hanging with us on Dude For Real. If you like it and you want more, like, share, subscribe. Shout out the rooftops. Any methodology you wish to employ, the power is yours. Use it wisely. Until next time.